What racist shit were you talking about?
What racist shit?
Oh
That's a
yeah,
good
by the
question.
way, we're recording.
Fantastic. Okay, so anyways, enough about those groups.
Oh wow.
All right, welcome to our all-inclusive, multicultural,
all equality,
equality podcast. Hey, happy
Hey.
Chinese New Year's,
Lunar
guys!
New Year?
You're the Rooster.
The Chinese New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
The Chinese's New Year's.
You know, it's just not China that celebrates Lunar New
Yeah,
Year,
I
right?
know it is. This is the year of the Rooster, so this week to celebrate, we'll be doing an entire podcast, nothing about Overwatch, that I completely discussed with my two roommates, and they are not staring me down right now in
I thought it was
confusion.
just going to be penis jokes.
Oh wow. Oh, the cock. I get it.
Thank you, Lyles. Thank you, Lyles. Oh,
Why do I
perfect.
do this podcast?
That is a good
Hello,
question.
and thank
Why
you for
do we
joining
do
us for What a Novel Idea, now with 30% less book talk. This is the podcast where me and my roommates mostly talk about video games and movies, but
I'm
somewhere
sorry.
near the end we explore the lost art of reading in the best possible fashion, novelizations.
I'm sorry,
And-
really quick. Every time, is it 30% less?
Yes.
Okay,
And for those
just
of
wanted
you
to
who
make
don't-
sure.
But for those of you who don't know, a novelization is a derivative novel that adapts the story of a work created for another medium, such as a film, TV show, or video game. And a book is a written or printed work consisting of pages glued or sewn together along one side and bound in covers. My name is Josh One,
Josh A.
Nico.
and we have a very special.
A very special. Is this the after school
This is a
special
very.
episode?
This is the after school special.
This is the
Is
very
this where we
special.
talk about the dangers of smoking?
Yes. And I'd just like to say this is not so bad. I mean, it only blackens up your lungs just a bit.
Exactly.
And
What
gives
do
you cancer and all
Builds
that.
character.
Yeah, what are you gonna expertise in cardio? No.
No.
You're listening to a video game podcast that's
Wait.
semi about books.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. You saved it.
Books.
You saved it.
So who cares if you smoke a few cigs when the parents aren't looking?
That's
Alright.
not important.
Okay.
We're gonna hey, what
Good to know who you think our target audience is.
Wow.
Hey Nico, what did you do this week?
What did I do this week?
Yeah, what did you do this week?
Oh,
And
boy.
don't tell me you were smoking those cigarettes.
No, I was smoking some Kush. No, I'm joking.
Oh, dank.
That's a dank joke.
Oh,
Mean.
bad joke. No, I'm
420
joking.
blaze it.
Mm.
Not 420, but I'm kidding. I don't do that. But
Not about that life.
no, I'm not about that life. Let's see. Well, I played a little bit of Gunvolt Striker Edition.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, it's dual for the 3DS.
Oh.
Number one?
Oh, it's both of them. Well, we have one. Yeah,
Okay.
one again.
Okay.
A pretty nice deal as 1 and 2 for the first time physical copy on the 3DS, so that's a pretty good deal.
I heard.
That's
like,
been out for a
mixed-
minute, though.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first one came out like a year, 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's like 2 years. The sequel came out in the summer, but they got the dual pack in September.
Mm.
But it was hard to find a physical copy because all the GameStop sold out.
Oh.
So I had to
Um,
order this one offline. So.
How is it? Because I heard like mixed things when the first one came out.
It's good. It's basically their own reimagining of Mega Man or Zero, the Zero series. He can basically use his own blaster once he beats one of the bosses. He gains their powers. It's classic Mega Man style battle. So
Okay.
sad. I haven't played the second one with Copen yet, but I kind of want to get into that.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
So just like a few stages in or so?
Yeah, like because like one thing has like 8 bosses. I already got like 3 or 4 of them. So
Does it have the same difficulty as like the old games?
it can get to an extent, yeah.
Mm.
And then there's what's her name? Another character called forgot her name. She's like a butterfly voice idol girl.
Okay.
And if you talk to her, like you talk about your relationship with her, she can give you special stuff in the game. Like during a boss battle, she can fully restore your health. Like
Oh, like an
When-
assist sort of thing?
yeah,
Do
but
you
it's
have to-
random. Though.
Do you have to consummate the relationship before you're able to get these bonuses?
Yes, you have to like talk to her. Actually, like
It's Killer's Dead's Gigolo mode.
I was just hoping there was like this sex scene.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Like, really?
It's a BioWare-esque underwear sex scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where they just like
Where they
rub on
just
each
match
other.
the character models together.
Yes. I just want like with toys and just mash them together as hard as you can.
Just fucking ragdoll the
Yes,
bodies
you do.
into each other.
As hard as you can.
That's how sex works, kids.
So that's sex, and we've covered cigarettes, sex.
That's
You
it.
got anything else for us, Nico?
Let's see. I also saw the.
Oh yeah, we'll bleed that one together a little bit.
All right, yeah, we'll say that.
We'll save that one.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say what it is.
No, we'll save it. It's a surprise. You have to stick around, listeners,
Salty.
to find out what
You
me
have
and
to have
Nico
been there.
did last night.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Why are you gonna say it like that?
Alrighty then.
Wow, why are you gonna say it like that now?
All right, children.
Jesus Christ. Anything else?
No, Josh, hey,
Yeah.
I dived back into a couple games.
Mhm.
Played a bit of Resident Evil 4.
Really?
Yeah,
On Steam?
on Steam. Yeah,
Wow,
Okay.
how's that?
How was that?
that's still a fucking solid game.
Yeah,
like,
Is it the special one where you can play the dual story with?
oh yeah, it's got assignment data.
Okay.
Yeah. And
It's
isn't there's also a second one?
Is there?
I believe because there's assignment Ada and then the second. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. I've played that one. I know exactly what you're talking about.
All of us have.
What?
But I've actually never got past the village in RE4.
Wait, really? Yeah, every week
No.
I'm finding out more and more games that you didn't actually play or that you never finished.
Well, I got like
And then-
up to the I got up to the castle, and then that's kind of where I stopped.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not that far.
It's like 4 hours in.
Yeah, that's not that far.
Does it? It doesn't help that I'm bad at the game.
Oh, well, no, I suppose not.
Yeah.
But,
So yeah, just plugging through it, trying to break past. I mean, I've seen the whole game,
yeah.
but just plugging back through it now that 7's out.
Okay. Interesting.
You
Mhm.
go on that.
Also started up Killer's Dead.
Yay! Finally, another game that you hadn't played, which I thought you had.
Yeah,
Thank God, you're finally getting into it though. Love that fucking game.
Combat's a bit more clunky than I expected,
Yeah,
but
it's no Wiimote.
oh my fucking word.
It's no Wiimote. For No More Heroes.
Yeah, it controls better.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Oh boy.
But no, I mean, like there's not that much depth to the combat,
Yeah, no.
which is kind of disappointing, given that it styles itself after more character action-y.
I mean, none of those games really had that complex of a combat system. Though.
True, but it's got like the parries and the dashes
Yeah.
and all that stuff of the styles,
Mhm.
but it doesn't have the same depth.
That's
I'm trying to grasp what you're saying, but okay.
Well, like more in-depth combos, more varied weapon types, that sort of thing.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like more like Devil May Cry or such.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry for sure, but
But outside of that, the story is complete nonsense, which I adore. There's, well, I mean, like
yeah. Well, yeah, it is. It's all over the fucking place.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
you can't really
you got
track what's
people
going
saying
on. Like,
these weird like, why are you saying that?
yeah, and I don't know if that's translation for some of it
Or fucking Suda just writes super weird ass stories.
yeah.
I mean,
God, I love No More Heroes.
oh man.
I hope that game is No More Heroes 3.
Or even just like a spin-off thing. Like, there's enough characters and the world is rich enough that there's enough to build off of there.
Yeah, there is. There is.
Yeah.
But I just want 3.
Give me a full fucking Shinobu game. Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
But yeah, I'm like 5 chapters in on that. Started up Shantae and the Pirate's Curse,
Okay.
which...
I have actually never
Mhm.
played those
Good.
games.
I got Shantae is the Power Curse one's a pretty good one. I had it for
Mhm.
3DS. It's
I had it on iOS for the longest time, but I can't play it on iOS.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Like-
don't like touch control ports.
Yeah. Especially for something that's more platformer and actiony.
Exactly.
Yeah. So being able to play it with the controller is definitely nice. Only still in the prologue of that, but...
Just buy an Apple controller.
Yeah. That thing.
It's not that bad, actually, looking
Oh.
the controller, but I mean, it's
it's better than a Steam controller.
That's anything's better than a
Yes.
Steam controller.
The Steam one.
Now is it better than a Dreamcast controller?
Oh, those big chunky ones.
Jesus.
Asking the hard questions
Nintendo
here.
64 controller.
Oh no. Oh no.
Were there any people that actually held it on the two sides as opposed to in the middle and on the right side?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah. Z button was not viable.
Because I always wonder, what was the point of that big, long third part in it?
Mm-hmm.
What's the part of the whole left side, actually? What's the point of that?
They got to be weird and interesting with it.
So
Yeah, it's
awkward.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like the fucking GameCube controller going in...
Oh, the
And
GameCube,
then-
GameCube controller's fine.
Yeah,
Yes,
the GameCube was
but
fine.
it's still weird to look at.
Ah.
Holding it isn't terrible, but it's like going inside, like they're just cutting a weird design and shit. Like
Like
just
the
make
little
it-
nub things for like
Yeah.
the C-stick.
Yeah, exactly.
On
How
the
it like
D-pad.
juts out at the bottom on the two sides. It's like, why not just make a normal looking controller? I mean,
You know,
Well, to
Fine,
be fair,
Nintendo.
at the time, its competition was the DualShock 2, which, fine.
yeah, it's the best controller on earth. Go ahead.
Oh my lord, no.
Yes.
But also the Duke for original Xbox.
Yes.
Do you remember that monster?
I know. I had one, and it was awful
Yeah.
because when you at our local game store called the Game Co.
Mm.
Which was, I say local, it was 15 minutes away in the next town.
That's local now.
Pretty low.
And they sold all their pre-owned Xboxes with that big fat ass controller. They wouldn't give you the nicer controllers. They
Oh,
gave
no.
you that one with it,
Yeah.
and it was awful.
Who misses the black and white buttons? I do.
I don't.
Oh.
These are so bad.
But yeah, that. Also played a bit of N++,
Oh, okay.
which, have either of you guys touched the
No.
N games?
Nope.
No.
They're-
But I know what it is.
Super minimalist, super
Never
tough
heard of it.
platformers.
Never heard of it.
We'll go to the PlayStation Store after this podcast.
Mhm.
Download N++.
This podcast brought to you by N++.
This
Plus.
podcast brought to you by PlayStation and N++.
God.
Bye, guys.
But no, it's a super minimalist. You're just a dude running around these stages, avoiding missiles, avoiding bombs. Touch the thing that opens the exit, get to the exit, and that's it for the stages.
Oh, okay.
Sounds pretty.
It's got, like,
Wasn't it for PSP?
PSP, I think the original N was N
Yeah.
Plus on PS3, and now N++ on PS4 and
I'm pretty
Steam.
sure N Plus was also on PSP
Quite possibly.
because I had PSP. Still do.
There are dozens of us. Dozens.
Dozens. And there's 5 of us with a PS Vita.
Oh, God.
A what?
What did I just say?
You mean that?
You mean
said
a-
the 3DS, right?
You mean a PSP Go?
Yes.
Yes.
PSP Go. Oh,
Yes. Yes, I do.
what? That Vita never took off.
So a bit of that, and also been playing a bunch of Tabletop Simulator
Oh, yeah.
with main thing being Kingdom Death Monster,
Yeah, you showed me a little bit of that.
which is
Yes,
really, really interesting. It's got elements of like Dark Souls, Monster Hunter. Like, it's crazy.
Hmm.
The
But it's a
Phys-
card game.
card, well, not really card. It's more figures and cards.
Oh, okay. So,
And then there's an actual tabletop arena that you go in.
Settlers of Catan.
Kind of.
Kind of.
But
I don't know. I've never actually played a tabletop game.
Yeah.
Ever. And that's not because I don't want to or I think people who play them are nervous.
Well, you count D&D as tabletop, yeah?
And how many times have we played that?
Like 3 times.
Yeah, but did we ever really do tabletop with it, though?
No?
No. We just had our little notepads.
That's fair.
So, I mean, and yeah, I've just never had the opportunity. That's why I haven't played it. But,
I mean, tabletop simulator's a hell of a jumping off point.
yeah, I know. Well, I'm hoping that maybe your gang might let me in, or teach me, or you could teach me.
You
before
want
I
to
get in.
join our club?
I kind of do.
Yes.
But the original physical game has been a huge success. They ran a Kickstarter a couple months back for their 1.5 edition, which ended up making $12 million.
That's a lot of moolah.
In how many days?
In, I want to say 30 days.
Damn.
And that's from 19,000 people.
That's pretty good, actually. That's really
Original goal of $100,000.
Hey Siri, can I get the math on that real quick?
That means each person was putting in close to $1,000.
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty
Yeah.
dedicated.
A little bit over 600 each.
Now, will they deliver, though, is the question.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't, with something that much of a budget, you can't just disappear.
That's a mighty number die.
And well, and this is a long-term thing. Like this is.
Well, yeah, they got lots of product to show. It looks like
This is shipping December 2020.
Oh,
Yeah. So this is the get in on our next production run because we're already booked for the next 3 years.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy, man.
That's some crazy
But
stuff.
also a lot of fun.
I'll have to learn how to play that.
In the first battle, I threw my knife at a lion and severed its testes. And
Okay.
it
What?
spent the rest of the battle enraged and chasing me around the arena.
Are you
Oh, good job.
Yeah. So that was a fun
So
time.
you neuter a lion and get chased by it.
For the whole game.
For the rest of that battle, yeah.
Oh,
Until it was dead.
That sounds hilarious.
good.
But yeah, it's also character death.
I was
is
gonna say-
super common.
Because I love Dungeons and Dragons and also really want to join one of those groups. Mostly because of the creative aspect of it where you can make your own character, and as you all know, I like to do character voices and stuff like that.
Don't we?
Had a full boyfriend run. Look for it on YouTube. It's probably going to be up later tonight. But yeah, so I really like to make characters. Can I do that in this game?
You can.
Or do I have to pick from select characters?
No. Like you name your character, and it's mostly dice rolls that determine your character, though.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Is there a lot of dialogue options, or is it just battles?
No, yeah, it's mostly battles
It's
and
just
a little
battles.
bit of settlement management.
Okay. It sounds like a more high-paced Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes and no. Where Dungeons and Dragons has like classes and spells and all that. This is a lot more just pick your equipment, pick your armor,
Okay.
and death is a hell of a lot more easy to come by.
That doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good.
Each part of your body has 2 hit points basically, and your head only has 1 hit point.
Oh, shit.
So if someone hits you for 2 damage on your head,
You're done.
you roll on the board, and it's like 1 through 10. It's like 1 to 2, your head explodes, killing you instantly.
Damn.
Like one of them's like
So
you
you're
get
just out for
amnesia,
that.
and
Are you out for that battle? Do you come back for the next one? Or
depends on how you roll. If you die, you're dead.
Forever for the rest of the game.
Yeah. That character is dead.
so you're just done with the group, huh? After that?
Well, for that battle, you're out.
Oh,
and
just for
when
that
you
battle.
go back to the settlement, you
get-
pick one of your other settlers.
Oh, so you have like a group
Yes.
and you send them out. It's like a. I don't want to compare it to this,
It's,
but this is the only thing I can think of.
Monster Hunter.
Fallout Shelter,
Kind of.
where you have to send out your people. If they don't come back, you send out other people. Like,
Yeah, and you've got a limited number, and if everyone in your settlement dies, then that's the end of the game.
Game over for you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
All right. Well, that's fine. I guess it's like having lives in a
Yeah.
way.
But also, you lose all the stats that you had on that person as
yeah.
well.
Yeah,
that's
that makes
kinda-
sense.
It's intense.
It's like a do or die kind of
Exactly.
Yeah. Or just die.
thing.
But yeah, I played a couple of rounds of that, and that's been a whole lot of fun.
Nice.
But that about... Oh, actually.
Yeah. Ah.
Started reading I Am a Hero.
Oh, yeah.
Have you read any of it?
I haven't read any of it, but I keep seeing these omnibus volumes. They got 2 of them out so far here in America, and I keep seeing them at the bookstore. And I'm like,
Dude, that is a fucking weird manga.
What's it about? Just give us
Yeah.
It's zombie story,
Oh.
but like the first whole volume
Mhm.
is just day-to-day life of this dude.
Hmm.
And you keep seeing on the news, oh, person in hospital after being bitten. It looks like dog bites or something. Oh, child attacks mother, blah, blah, blah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like
Just slow and procedural, and you're seeing...
prelude to The Walking Dead.
And you're seeing this guy with his weird-ass habits. Like, our main character suffers from hallucinations regularly.
That's not great.
That he
That's
talks
insane.
to and all that. And there's entire sequences where it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to pull out my gun and shoot this guy. And it's like, that was all in your head.
Oh,
None of that actually happened.
dang.
That's kind of like.
And,
how often will he do that? Though?
It's happened a couple times. I'm only like 3 or 4 volumes in so far. But, he's a fucking weird guy.
Yeah.
Like, the most unlikely of protagoni.
I kind of like that. You thrust some, not just like Hercules out into this.
Right.
This
Because that's the
situation.
problem that most of them suffer from.
Yeah, is that you've got
it's-
super badass as
Mhm.
your main lead, but nobody can identify with super badass. Well, if you can, well, power to you.
This guy's
Yeah.
also kind of
You're super
unidentifiable
badass.
with the...
Well, yeah, that's true, but I mean,
Like, it
at least,
swings so hard to
At least
the
he's got,
other
like,
end of the scale.
Yeah,
He's a super bad.
he's got flaws at least. I mean, everybody has flaws, so that's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Except super
But part of the first arc is, oh no, I killed this zombie. Better go turn myself into the police.
What?
What?
Because I killed someone.
Was it a real zombie? Or
Yeah.
was he hallucinating?
No, it was a real zombie.
These are the
And it's
questions
like,
we need
oh,
to ask.
I wrote a note down saying, my name is blah, blah, blah. I did this in self-defense. Please do not think that I'm trying to flee the scene of this crime.
Jesus.
Yeah,
What a weirdo.
yeah.
That sounds a
That's
little.
the
He
last
also-
thing I'd be thinking about.
He also insists on paying for everything. So, like when they're looting and
Oh.
such. Yeah,
He
it's like,
leaves money.
yeah,
What?
Okay.
yeah.
So he just leaves money after.
It's like, oh, this is the value of the stuff that I took. Yeah,
So what's the point?
even though the stuff is like long deserted. Like, this guy is
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
But is money even still a currency at this point? Oh,
No.
Yeah.
like, society hasn't rebuilt to any stage. This is still like
That's-
week 1.
So why? What
Oh,
need
the-
does he feel to give the money back?
He's a
It's
crazy
just-
person.
Yeah. Well, it's wrong to take things without paying for them.
But in an apocalyptic
No,
world,
it's wrong.
In an
Nico, it's wrong.
But in zombie world, it's not.
Mhm.
Just because society falls apart shouldn't mean we should act like animals.
But it's
If they want to
Insert
act like
animal.
animals, I'll slaughter them like animals. Anyways,
Oh my god.
that about wraps it up for me. What have you been up to?
Hate sand. It's coarse. It gets everywhere.
Yep, that it
Okay.
does.
Well, lots of things. I bought 3 games in one day
Oh.
because they all came out on the same day. Yakuza 0, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8, and Resident
You can do it.
Evil 7. So, in that order, Yakuza 0. First
Oh,
time
man.
playing a Yakuza game.
Oh man,
It
I'm
is a-
so excited you picked this up.
It is a very narrative-focused game.
Yes.
Lots of long cutscenes.
long, drawn out conversations.
Even some fight scenes were cutscenes. I'm like, why are you showing me this when I could be playing it? So it has its drawbacks, which are the fact that it has too many cutscenes, when some of it could be me playing the game, I feel like.
Really? So that's like cutscenes you feel like you can just be.
I could have been playing, yeah.
Wow.
But it's still very cool.
Yeah.
It is a very cool game. That is just the word.
These are games that are like dripping with style.
Yeah, it's just the one word I can come up with after playing it is cool. That's so cool. And I think I told him as Josh A. as we were playing it that this would be a great Netflix series.
I need to
Really?
check out the movie.
I
'Cause-
I don't know. I have no faith in that just because every video game movie that's ever come out has been trash.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a lot of faith in that movie, I'm sure.
Comes to video game adaptations, it's hard to get it right.
Well,
or even just to make a movie franchise off of it.
So, I mean, but it is a great game. The fight, the fighting mode is awesome.
Oh yeah,
I love
the combat.
I love the
satisfying.
special moves or whatever that you've got.
Heat actions.
Yes, the heat actions.
What are the heat actions?
It depends on your environment. But
Okay, so your
go ahead. Yeah.
most common one is you've got a dude on the ground.
Yeah.
So if he's face up, you just pick him up by the hair and punch him in the face.
What back onto the ground.
Yes. If he's on his face down, you kick him in the side and send him halfway across the zone.
What the?
There's one special one where we were fighting in a bathroom, and the heat
Yes.
action next to the urinal, you shove his face into the urinal
What the-
very violently.
You end up breaking the urinal
urinal.
with his face.
And you just see this spray of blood in the air.
Oh my
Dude,
so
these games
fucking
are
great.
so violent, but none of them ever die.
god.
Unless it's in a cutscene.
Yeah.
Wait, so they still stay alive?
Yeah.
All
Yes.
those.
Yeah.
Oh my.
They get up and run away.
Oh, man.
And then in between your story elements, you get to explore this cutoff section of, what is it?
Kamurocho?
Oh, I don't know where it's at.
I think it's Kamurocho.
Yeah, okay. And you get to explore that, and there's like Sega arcades in there. There's Disco, which was amazing.
Disco and can you play any of the Sega arcade games?
Yeah, two of them.
Like what game?
You can play that racing game. Shit, what is it?
Outrun?
Is it called Outrun?
Outrun and Space Harrier.
And Space Harrier. Those are the only two. Because it's set in the 80s. Or late 80s. So,
Later ones, have Virtua Fighter.
Yeah.
Choo Choo Rocket.
I don't know about that, but Boxelios
Yeah.
in 3 and 4 is fucking amazing.
So, and there's also crane games. I love the disco, though, because it's just this club. It's just like this disco club like you see in the movies.
Yeah.
And then you do like a dance, like a rhythm game.
It's your
type
chance.
disco thing. And then there's also karaoke, which is like Hatsune Miku, kind of, where you press the buttons to go with the song. I say kind of like Hatsune Miku. It's nothing like it.
No.
As in, there's music playing and you press buttons.
That's about it.
That's about it. Then there's bowling. There's a batting cage. There's
Fishing.
mahjong, and
I forgot there were mahjong parlors. God.
mahjong. And what is that other game?
Go?
Yes, Go. No, not Go. Shit, what is it?
Backgammon?
No, there's a whole.
1, 2, 3?
No. God, I'll think of it in a minute. But there's a lot of activities to do within the
world?
Yeah, within the world, which is great.
There's a lot of fun activities.
Exactly. But I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm not too far into it.
I'm interested to see what you think by the end.
Well, hopefully it'll cause me to really want to learn more about it so I can keep buying these games.
Well, yeah. And this is actually the perfect jumping off point because
Shogi!
Shogi,
The other game is Shogi.
He's my favorite Naruto character.
Anyways. Well, yeah, so, and then there's one coming out next year.
Kiwami is this summer.
Oh, this summer. Okay.
Yes.
So I need to hurry up.
They're spacing these 6 months apart.
I need to hurry up.
And then Yakuza 6 is coming out
That's probably this next year
year.
this time.
Yeah.
Most likely.
So Kiwami is a remake of 1.
Yes, I knew that much. So luckily I'm going into 0 to 1. I don't think I can play 2.
2 is PS2, unfortunately.
Here?
Yes.
Oh, it is here.
Yeah.
So I can play it.
Oh, yeah, we got all the games.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, we got all the games up until 4, basically.
We didn't get 5?
We got 5, 4 years later.
Oh, okay. So I could technically play them all.
Yeah, 1 and 2 are PS2, 3, 4, 5 are PS3.
I'll just play Kiwami.
Yeah.
And then I could get 2 for the PS2 because I have one of those.
Yeah.
And 3 is PS3.
3 is PS3, yeah.
And then 4 is PS3, and 5 is PS3.
PS3 digital only for 5.
Oh, okay. You have that though, right?
Yeah.
So we'll have to get a PS3 at some point.
But the only ones we're missing are a couple of, to my knowledge at least, are a couple of PSP ones that are side stories.
Oh, yeah.
And Ishin, which is set in feudal Japan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Feudal Japan.
Yeah, I might miss that one. Next up, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8. Now, I haven't played a whole lot of it just because of the massive amount of games that have come out in the last week. But what I have played of Dream Drop Distance HD, because I haven't started the other parts because I never finished the one for 3DS, I do like. It is a very pretty HD remake. Well, I say remake, but HD-ified.
Does it still feel like it... Like, I never touched the...
3DS version?
No, the ports on like 1.5 and 2.5. Does it still feel like it's a 3DS game?
No. It feels like it was
a console iteration?
Yes.
Oh, wow, nice.
What they changed with the stylus things?
They changed it.
Touchpad? Right?
Yeah, the touchpad. The only thing you had to do with the touchpad, I believe, was those, like, style moves, or whatever they're called, where you're, like, swinging around off the lamps. I don't remember what it's called.
Parkour.
Yeah, it basically is. It basically is parkour.
Disney parkour.
But they just changed it so you're just holding a button and running towards whatever it is you're wanting to parkour off, and it does it. And it feels great. I don't use it because it was never in any of the other Kingdom Hearts games, so I don't really play it that way. And you don't really have to have it, but it is good. When I do use it, it wipes the floor with a lot of enemies, because you'll go swinging off a lamp in circles, and they'll swirl all the enemies in there with you, and you'll be hitting them all at the same time.
Oh, wow.
And it's cool as fuck, but it's just I never think to use it.
Right.
Take some time.
But yes, it looks great. The game looks amazing.
Dang.
It looks like top-tier PS3.
Okay.
So that's very good.
Yeah.
So they did a good job porting it over.
They definitely did. It does not look like a 3DS game at all. And I wouldn't suspect it to be a 3DS game had nobody told me.
Right.
Or had I not actually played the 3DS game. It starts off with the World Ends With You characters showing up. And you're going through these trials, I guess, to prove that you're truly pure.
Mark of Mastery exam.
Yeah, exactly.
And they each have over one trial for each character, or is it?
I don't really know. I haven't gotten, as I said, too far into it. I'm still, I just got out of the first world, I think. But it's good. It's very good, and I'll probably play a lot more of it here soon.
Have you touched any of Point 2?
No, because I want to finish Dream Drop Distance before I do that.
Okay.
So I won't. I haven't seen anything on the internet. I'm refusing to look, and I am keeping it a secret until I am completely done.
Gotcha.
Next up, Pokemon Duel. I'm skipping Resident Evil for now. We're gonna come back to it.
Oh, yeah.
I heard about that.
Pokemon Duel is a new mobile game that got a surprise drop, like a freaking.
We got a trailer
Drake
saying
album.
it's out.
Because it came out in Japan last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say it.
Yeah, it's kind of
probably old for Japan, but
yeah, because everybody I fight online has some Japanese name. Like
some overpowered character.
Yeah. Well, not really. They pair you up with people kind of the same level as you.
Yeah.
But pretty much everybody I fought is from Japan, so it's good. Lot of. It's a microtransaction game, kind of. Unless you're patient.
It's got the gacha system. Yeah.
Unless you're
everything uses.
Yeah, unless you're very patient, it's a microtransaction game.
That's.
It's
the
good.
term is free to start.
It's good. It's a little. I don't like the point of the game, which is just to land on a certain spot on the opposite side of the field.
Get to your other opponent's goal.
I wish you had to do that multiple times. Like, you had to get all your characters.
But at the same time, the duels can drag out long enough already.
They can, but most of mine, where I'm fighting people at my level, it's over in 2 turns.
Really? Is that
every single time? 2 turns, pretty much. And I'm like, that's annoying.
Oh.
So I wish...
If their server times were better, it wouldn't be as much of an issue, but as of right now, the load times are what's really killing it for me.
Yeah, there is a huge load time, or the app has frozen several times on me.
Which... Just like Go or something like that, where the app would crash? Or...
Yeah, well, no, not that bad. But I understand that one, but this one's a little different. I don't know. It's still good though. I like seeing all the Pokemons in toy form.
Oh yeah,
So
it's a nifty like you get the shiny action pose.
It gives me that nostalgic feeling of when you actually like collected Pokemon cards back in the day, and you open a pack and you're like, oh, I got that. Like,
the holographic Charizard.
Yeah, exactly. Or that even that shitty feeling of nothing but Spearows.
Another Pidgey.
Another Pidgey. Another Fletching.
Right there. Oh boy.
So it's good. It's a good game, and I wasn't expecting it, so I have nothing bad to say about it.
Oh, apparently the gameplay is based off the TCG itself.
So why not just make it a TCG game?
With move strengths.
Oh, I guess.
And special abilities.
That makes sense with the 40
and the ability plates.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No wonder it feels like the TCG.
That was like nostalgic feelings of TCG.
It is the TCG.
I just wish it was TCG, but in toy form.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I wouldn't mind that. That'd be awesome.
Give me a fucking dual disc for Pokemon.
Oh my god.
That'd be so cool.
Time to duel Pikachu.
But the TCG app, though, is legit. I don't know if you guys have it downloaded.
Oh, I never touched it. Yeah.
On the computer. Yeah.
You have it on the computer?
Yeah.
Well, they also have it for iPad. I don't believe they have it for iPhone, which is bizarre.
Well, there's resolution issues, I imagine.
Yeah, but it's very good. And I still play it to this day.
I never understood how to play Pokemon TCG.
Oh, well, if you get the app, it like walks you through it before you even start. Like, it's very easy to get a hold of.
Yeah, it's easier than
because it's a game for babies. Like,
I tried with Pokemon, and I could never get into it.
No, I never.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I got with little to no issue.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Requires more strategy.
Well, here's the thing, though, and this is my theory. Pokemon card game came out when we were babies. So that's when it started. That's when people got onto the train. I never knew how to play it. Could not understand it at that age. Yu-Gi-Oh! Comes out. You're at an age where you can understand it, so you choose to understand it, and it's fun. And everybody loved Yu-Gi-Oh! At our age anyway, and it was awesome. I am just, as I said, with the app, it was the first time I actually learned how to play the card game for Yu-Gi-Oh! Same with Magic the Gathering.
I was going to say that and Magic. With the whole energy system, now I know Magic's a hell of a lot more complicated.
It is, but I picked up on it really quick with the app. It forces you to learn it.
It's like, no, this is how you do it correctly.
Because you have these tutorial duels, battles, or whatever Magic people call it.
Magic.
I don't remember. And they have this tutorial missions that you have to do, and it teaches you all the basics. And then it's up to you from there to, get better. So, because it's got story mode on Magic the Gathering game.
I remember
so it's like any other game, you end up learning how to play it via playing the story
mode. The story mode is prep for PvP.
Exactly. Yeah. And now I'm pretty good at it. I haven't played it in a while, though, so I'll probably have to refresh.
Rust has set in.
It has. And that is about it for Pokemon Duel.
Yeah.
Overwatch, Year of the Rooster
here
came out. Well, I have to talk about Overwatch every single podcast episode.
Well, yeah.
Overwatch, at least
it's in our contract.
Or else somebody's going to be like, he didn't talk about Overwatch, did he?
Has he stopped playing?
Josh won. Are you okay? Are you still breathing?
Is he still there?
Is he still there? Are you there, Josh? Are you playing Overwatch? Is everything good? Year of the Rooster came out, and so did a bunch of skins and a new game mode called Capture the Rooster. He wants to call it anyway, but it's actually Capture the Flag.
Yeah,
and it's the most brokenest mode ever.
Yeah, I can't wait until Overwatch gets Conga servers.
It's what's great is I've been playing it more and more, and I think I have it up on a video on YouTube right now. There's some rounds of Capture the Rooster I have up on there, but it is pretty over. It's over pretty quick if you have these characters: Diva, Tracer. Who's the girl that turns invisible? Hacker lady. Sombra. She's very effective at it. It's crazy. And who else is a big one?
Bastion.
No.
Reaper with the teleport?
Nope. I've never seen a Reaper get a flag.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, just about those three, really. Those are pretty much the king of Capture the Flag.
Those are the most effective characters in the game.
Now, is it full 6v6? Or is it 3v3?
It's 6v6.
Oh, wow.
And it is intense.
Mm-hmm.
Certain maps are easier than others. One of the maps is a capture the point map, that they've used before in the Yijong Tower.
Okay.
It's the inside the tower where you start off on the outside, you go in. It's got the point
the
in
ruins.
the middle.
Yeah.
No, it's not the ruins. No. Yijong Tower is like it's a tower.
Oh, I thought it was like the Egyptian.
No, it's the Japanese tower.
Okay.
Or Chinese tower. I don't know where it's at. I don't remember what the flag looks like. Anyways, you go inside. It's really easy because there's shortcuts to where their flag is. So you could just cut across.
So
instead of
certain teams have a...
No,
if you're
both teams can get this shortcut, but it's just like, it's really quick to get to their flag. When I don't think it's supposed to be that quick. So if you got it set up just right, have a bastion in the corner by your flag, have the dude with a shield.
Reinhardt.
I don't know why their names are escaping me for whatever reason.
Overwatch.
Because I only ever play Diva.
They're just shield guy.
I thought you were the Overwatch guy. What's going on?
Anyways, you got a Reinhardt, you got a Bastion in there guarding your flag. Have Diva, Invisible Lady, I haven't forgot her name again.
Oh, come on.
You're doing it.
Sombra and Tracer go after their flag and maybe have a Pharah guard you or something crazy like that. And you'll be done. It's done.
Just over.
It's just over. So
interesting.
But I mean, it's in arcade, so I'm not gonna complain. It's just for fun. It is fun every now and then.
I don't see it becoming like one of the official modes.
No, it won't.
Anytime.
I would hope not.
And I think they said it's going to be a limited time event.
It is a limited time event. It's going through February 2nd or something like that.
So it ends soon.
It ends very soon. So if you want to play Catch the Rooster, you better get up in there and get those skins as well, because those skins lock out after their time event.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is a bummer because I didn't hop on board for Overwatch until after. Well, it was actually during. But during the Summer Olympics event, so I didn't realize I had to buy all those right away, and I missed out on all the Summer Olympic costumes, pretty much.
I mean, they'll refresh at some point.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? You figure they would give you a way to get them, even if you have to pay real money. I mean, I'll do it.
I'm not proud. I'll pay it.
I'll give you my money. I wish I wasn't, but I will.
Listen, just give me the skins, man. No one has to turn here.
I just want your skin.
Hey, Blizzard. Hey. Yeah, can I help you? Yeah, I just give me the skins.
I just scratching at your neck.
I just got this itch. It's an itch from Overwatch.
I got this itch in my soul.
Yes, sir. I realize we have
gotta get that shiny diva.
Yes, sir. We have an overwhelming amount of people who want these skins, but we don't like money here at Blizzard.
What? We've already got too much of it. Frankly, we're trying to get rid of some of it.
Here, sir,
have you seen Heroes of the Storm?
Sir, you want some of this money on your way out the door? No, just give me skins. Give me the skins. What the soft skins.
Okay.
What the heck? Wow. A little too obsessive.
Anyways.
Okay.
Soft. Baby soft.
Resident Evil VII. I think
Uh-huh.
me and you want to talk about that, Josh A.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. And you hated it at first.
Oh, boy.
Because I thought the entire game
was a horror game.
Yes.
And I love that about it. It puts the horror back in survival horror instead of just survival.
Yeah, I heard you scream a bit a couple of times in the
yes.
game. Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, so I'm not proud of it. But when I first played the game, it got me with a few jump scares. And I was like, oh, I love this game. Because no game ever gets me with jump scares. Not since PT. Not since Silent Hill 3. And yeah, no other games have scared me besides those two games. And I hate that. I hate that there's not a lot of good horror games out there. So this...
Did you play through Outlast?
I did. And it wasn't that scary. It was intense. And it got me an adrenaline rush and all that.
But not like
it
fear.
It didn't scare me. No, it did not creep me out. I thought it was just weird.
Yeah.
It was just a bunch of weird looking people.
Oh no, mentally ill.
Yeah. And
how frightening.
That's another thing. And then the setting. I didn't like the setting.
Yeah.
Insane asylums are an overused trope that was scary maybe in the 50s and 60s. And anything past that, it's not scary. Back when people...
Back during Shutter...
Yeah, Shutter Island.
Shutter Island, yeah.
And Yeah, so that's I don't.
I'm
like
interested in 2 though, because they seem to be going places with
that.
that.
I hope so, because I actually did enjoy Outlast. It's not that I didn't
Mm.
like it. I
Mm.
wish it was scarier and
Yeah.
it didn't make insane people seem to be horror villains. But I do have a lot of hope for number 2.
Mm. But back to Resident.
But yeah, Resident Evil 7, great fucking game, beautiful.
So you're up
fucking
to Marguerite, right?
Yes, I am on the Marguerite level, which is in the house that
On the bayou.
Yeah, on the bayou, who got flooded and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And there's bugs in there.
Have you seen her hook yet? I guess.
No,
Okay.
maybe not, because I just got the torch and I saved them.
Okay.
The little flaming thing, and that's when I saved and quit out because you were like, I'm done. And I'm like, fine.
Wait, what?
I'm not scared.
I ain't
just
scared.
don't want to play no more. But for real though, see, I love horror so much, but the thing is, I can only take so much of it for so long.
Because it's fun in small doses.
It is, and then I'm just like, you get tired
Mm.
of this adrenaline rush.
It drains you.
It does. It really
Wait,
does.
it drains you out?
Having an adrenaline rush for so long
Mm.
is just tiring. So you're like, all right, I gotta save it.
Like
I'll
you
pick
feel
this up later.
actually exhausted.
I
Like
do.
I can't keep doing this.
Yeah,
the
I
game
know.
actually exhausted you.
It
really.
does, and that's so great. That's another thing that's so great about it. Like, if I can feel actually like I've been doing something with my time and feel like I really did and accomplished it, that's great. I don't like the fetch quest that was in that third hour of the game or whatever, where you're just hunting for dog heads.
But that's also very classic Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Find your sword emblem. Find your...
I love this game so much, I just wish it wasn't called Resident Evil.
Huh?
Because I'm not a Resident Evil fan, so every time I get these callbacks to Resident Evil, I'm like, that's right. I know Umbrella's gonna show up here soon, or...
No, dude. Umbrella's dead.
Yeah, I know.
Umbrella's over.
Or some other character's gonna show up.
But Neo Umbrella.
I don't know. Something's gonna happen that's gonna make me groan, I'm sure. But so far, so amazing. Like all the sites are giving it 8.5s and 8s, but I'm at a hard 9.5 right now.
It I've watched the full game.
It might dip.
It stumbles a bit in
Yeah.
the last chunk, unfortunately.
That's a bummer.
It just gets really heavy with exposition.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Not with a horror game.
But I still really love it. Like, I wasn't sold when I thought the game was just the first part.
Well, what did you say when I came down here after playing it for the first time? What did you say? You're like, you mean that
Outlast with guns?
Outlast with guns? I'm like, Jesus, you haven't even played it, dude. You were ready to hate that game.
Yeah, because outside of Revelations 2, they have not put out anything good.
And I agree. Not since
Revelations 1.
I don't like any Resident Evil game. I mean, Revelations 1 was alright. I played it for the 3DS, though.
Yeah.
And it was just,
The console ports are fine.
It was kind of ugly, and I was like, ugh.
Well, it is on a 3DS.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and Resident Evil 4 is good. It is not horror by any stretch of the imagination.
Have you played Revelations 2?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Isn't it Wii U?
No.
Oh, is it for other things?
Revelations 1 got a Wii U port.
Oh.
But Revelations 2 is PS4 Xbone.
Really?
And PC.
Isn't it episodic? Is that the one that's episodic?
Yes.
Oh, maybe that's why I stayed away from it.
Dude, but it's good.
Alright, maybe we'll give it a shot after I'm done with Resident Evil.
And it's also co-op.
Ooh, that sounds like a video.
That sounds like a video game.
That sounds like a fucking video, though. Like, that sounds like something going up on our YouTube.
But, yeah, I guess snuck by a lot of people, but...
Well, yeah, because Revelations was 3DS only and then got a Wii U port. And then they went to PS3 and Xbox 360, I think.
Yeah.
Later. Much later. But, yeah.
Isn't there a Chronicles game, too, or something?
Umbrella Chronicles.
That's way early. That's Wii.
Was Wii.
Yeah, that's
era.
Wii.
Okay,
Wii.
I thought there was a Wii one, like...
There's several Wii ones.
Yeah, Umbrella and Darkside
And
Chronicles.
then Resident Evil 4 got a port.
I see.
But... Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love it so far. I'm about 4 to 5 hours in.
And the game is, like, about 9 to 12 hours on the first playthrough.
Yeah, so I'm probably a good chunk in.
Mm.
And I'm excited to see what happens next.
It's split into like hard chunks.
It's one of
with
those
the
games.
Family members.
It's one of those games that I think I would have played all the way through constantly had there not been 10 other games that came out this week.
Yeah,
which is a bummer for the game.
Stream I ended up watching of it was the full game in one go.
Yeah, I'm sure it was because most the other games that I was interested in, not a whole lot of people probably purchased. Yakuza and Kingdom Hearts probably didn't have the greatest sales here.
Yeah.
So, which is unfortunate. But, I mean, Resident Evil 7 came out. What are you going to expect?
Yeah.
Not everybody has the game budget that I do. Some people pay for other things.
Yeah.
It seems like it's the first like full VR game though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
it is. All the others feel like mini games.
Yeah. Extended mini games for some, but
I mean,
hopefully we'll be getting more. Like Farpoint is coming later this year, I think.
Literally today, I almost purchased a PlayStation VR with all that GameStop credit I got with their promotion because we got rid of our Wii U and Xbox One.
No.
And we're done with these consoles, like, for real.
There's nothing for me here.
There's nothing.
They got rid of Smash Brothers, folks.
Oh, no.
We'll just have to
play a better version, like
Melee. Wait, but Melee's not a video game.
I guess. Anyways, so I got a shit ton of store credit.
And nearly dumped it all on PSVR?
And I almost jumped it all on the PSVR, and then
what held you back?
Right before I went through onto the PlayStation Store and went to the PSVR catalog.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh wait, this seems like a bad investment because yes, there are some great games out right now. Job Simulator is probably the top one that I really want to play. Even little things like Harmonix Music VR, which looks cool.
The Battlefront thing.
The Battlefront game.
Call of Duty thing.
Yeah, but these are just levels.
Yeah.
Like, even the Hatsune Miku thing, it's just like a set of levels. Which is bizarre.
Yeah.
What do you mean like it's just a set of levels?
Thumper looks cool, but I can play that without the VR. Res Infinite looks cool, but I can play that without the VR.
Oh, it does come out without VR?
Yes.
Shit.
Pretty sure.
Shit. I need to play that.
You're going to have a heart attack from playing with the VR.
I mean, you could. Possibly. I don't think I will. But, and then Resident Evil 7, you can play it without the VR, and actually I think it's going to be better without the VR, because I don't like disembodied hands.
But at the same time, you can't show your body, because that would be fucking disorienting.
Yeah, it would. I also just don't want to see disembodied hands. It kills it for me. All the horror, gone. Like, oh, okay, I'm just floating hands.
But there's also a difference between seeing a feed of it and having it like right in your face.
Yeah. So I still don't know. Maybe I will get it with my tax return.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna wait for a minute.
A killer app or something to draw you in.
I mean, there are a lot of games that look good right now, but I just don't.
Ace Combat, though.
$500 good?
Ace Combat, though.
Yes.
And Tekken.
Ace Combat 7. I guess Tekken. Yeah, I saw it on the list as coming.
Yes.
I was like, what?
Yes.
How?
Tekken 6 has VR support.
That might be interesting.
Dude.
Is it you fighting?
We don't know.
Or
we don't know.
Because if it's move sticks as your hands, like, that would be amazing. But
you can only play as Kuma.
So we'll see. I'll probably still get it with my tax return, but I didn't get it right now because there's not enough right now to draw me in. And it doesn't look like it's got a bright future either.
Yeah.
It's got 3 games coming out soon. I say soon, but within the next year.
Ace Combat,
Tekken, and
Farpoint?
I forgot about Farpoint. It doesn't have a hard date yet, though. But the Bridge Crew, Star Trek: The Bridge Crew.
Oh yeah, that's coming out soon.
Yeah, I think March. So, and I'll have my tax return by then. So maybe I'll get it.
Yeah.
And play that game, but not enough to make me buy it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So, me and Nico last night, we went to see the premiere of the Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of Dimensions dub. Don't sound so excited. I'm about to give it a review that you probably...
Oh boy, no.
Is it in 3D?
I wish.
Thank God it wasn't.
Oh.
Okay. let's start with the positives, because I don't want to hate on it.
Yeah,
I
don't
wanna
rag
start
too
on negative.
much
Nope.
on the game.
It was funny.
The
dub was funny.
Mhm.
They had a lot of funny moments with Kaiba.
Dub Kaiba they
Dub
played his role
Kaiba.
very well.
Dub
They played
Kaiba.
off
They basically
very
made
well.
fun of him the whole time.
Oh, fantastic.
And he made fun of himself a little bit, which was good. A little corny, but good.
But it's the classic 4Kids corny dub.
It was fun. It was funny. It was stupid, but it was funny.
Mm.
There's a moment where he's drinking some weird ass can.
Oh yeah.
Like he's just drinking out of this can. He's talking about dueling, of course, and you can tell that this was just made completely by the American dub. He crushes it and throws it away, and then he has this line, "Fire the person who made this can because it shouldn't crush it like that so easily," or something like that.
By Kaiba.
Like, what the fuck?
My Nancy hand shouldn't be able to crush this so easily.
I'm like,
Or like it is like space satellite. His computer is like saying everything. He said, "I already know that," and the computer says, "Oh, I'm just already programmed to, promote your ego already."
You
to
programmed me
over-explain things. Exactly. So
oh, that's fantastic.
there's a lot of funny moments in the dub. It's a very well animated movie as well.
Beautiful. It's actually really good.
It's very good looking.
I wouldn't mind watching a series that looks almost like that.
But my thing is it going to be like Dragon Ball Z, where the movie, as you remember, very good looking movie, and then they make Dragon Ball Super with its ass
movie budget versus.
Well,
yeah.
depends on who they have animating. And I know one guy that did Zexel and Arc V. He does some select episodes which are really good looking.
Yeah.
So they have that type of quality. It could be really good for that.
And our villain in this movie was actually interesting. He was a good guy, just with like kind of a revenge plot kind of thing.
Basically revenge on the
on Bakura, surprisingly.
Oh
enough.
yeah, ironically.
He hates Bakura because evil Bakura,
Right.
He makes a small cameo.
makes a small cameo in the past when they were children. It's the origin story of Bakura, essentially, and how he gets his evil ring and all that. He goes crazy and kills his old master.
You want to say the name of it? Or
Spoilers. Sadi. Shadi. Sorry.
Very nice.
Very nice. Yes.
That guy is our villain's master.
And we find out how he died.
Yeah, and we find out how he dies. Bakura kills him. And so he wants revenge on Bakura and also Yugi just because he hates the Pharaoh for some reason?
It's said that basically if the Pharaoh comes back, they lose their power, basically.
Yeah, they have some mystic power that they only gain.
Because the Pharaoh has been sealed away.
No, it's some deep mythical...
Yeah, it's some mythical origin story that they didn't explain. I'm going to say that right now. Negative. Didn't really explain it. That they get powers whenever the Pharaoh is not on the earthly plane for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's...
Well, yeah.
They're like the keepers. They're the keepers of the Millennium Items, aren't they? And they have
only
power.
Shadi is. He just takes care of the children. He basically just cared for them.
I don't know why he's got power, but he's got it when the Pharaoh isn't around.
Well, didn't Pharaoh disappear at the end of Duel Monsters?
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. As long as he's not there,
so
they have powers.
he wants to get rid of Yugi because he's like, this is the body that the Pharaoh can embody. If he ever comes back, it's going to be
as long as Yugi exists. There is a risk of
there is that
Yami
small,
coming back.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's more because Kaiba wants to bring back the Pharaoh
but
to duel him.
Kaiba, yes, the whole movie.
It's not over yet.
He invents a tournament.
He invents more, but let's just focus on the tournament. He invents his dedication just to duel him is amazing.
Yes. He goes to so many lengths just to duel the Pharaoh again.
He goes to space.
And like Yuki has this line or whatever. It's like, you made this whole tournament and new duel disc and everything just to duel me. He's like, no, I don't want to duel you. I want to duel the Pharaoh. Screw you. I don't know who the fuck you are.
Oh, that's
He
fantastic.
actually dug up the Millennium Item pieces, put them back together.
He did. He rebuilt the entire Millennium Puzzle. Just for that.
Dude, he's thirsty for it.
Yes, he is. And I'm going to full spoilers at the end of the movie.
Oh yes.
At the end of the movie, he goes to another dimension where the Pharaoh exists. Just to
duel him.
Dude, I want to fight you. I don't
he
care
abandons everything, gives a company to Mokuba and says, here you go.
But it is a terrible Star Wars Force Awakens moment. Because at the end, we finally see the Pharaoh in his full Egyptian gear, and he doesn't say a goddamn word. He just stares at Kaiba,
Not even during the duel. The last duel.
Oh, he even comes back to finish off the villain who gets all these super evil powers and gets possessed by the Millennium Ring as well.
With his cube, and it becomes.
And he becomes super evil and powerful or whatever. And then the Pharaoh just randomly shows up and just lays down a card that just destroys the duel. He's just like, it's over.
But
there's no card.
Explanation.
There's no explanation.
At all.
You don't know what this card is.
Well, the card is dark behind it.
Yes, you know what it is. No one else knows what that card is.
You only know what it is because in the TCG.
Yes,
but its effect really doesn't.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with what.
So it's par for course for the.
Yes. All right. So now onto the negatives. Every single duel, and I say every single duel in this movie ended with bullshit. Just
so
random.
par for course.
Yes.
Well,
every single one.
It's just because
don't
it was
you
trying
remember
to
Wind
save
Turtle Catapult?
Yes,
I know, but this is a different level of.
Yes, I get it. Like major battles throughout the show would have some bullshit that happened,
but
this
is
within
different.
a 2-hour span movie, every single duel
hyper condensed.
Yes.
And let's explain the rules of dimension summons first of all.
Explain what rules?
No. See, they can summon any monster they want, no tributes.
Okay.
But their strength is determined by their spirit and mind.
All they have to do
so
is
it's a stand
flex.
battle.
All they have to do
So
is
it's a stand battle.
They literally flex and grow blue, and then the monster gains power.
Yes, but it can't go over their original attack though.
Yeah, so you just have to flex super hard. It's so dumb.
It's like, this movie sounds amazing. What are you talking about?
Super dumb, and I hated it because I thought there's gonna be some like cool duels, but every duel ended with BS.
No, I don't like some of the duels.
Even Kaiba walks out in the middle of a duel. He's about to lose, and he's like, "Nope, bye."
I'm Kaiba.
Yeah.
I don't lose.
He's like, "I don't lose. I'm leaving on a helicopter now."
Yep.
But we forgot one of his.
Wait, does
moments.
he still have the fucking dragon helicopter?
Yes.
Oh yes,
and
they made
in
it
the plane.
Yes.
Yes.
The
He
blue
flies it
jet.
around.
And he jumps out of it.
Of course
He before it lands, it's about to land, but he jumps out of it.
Because he's that extra.
Yes,
Oh, he's even more extra because he can pull Obelisk out of the ground.
He can. All right, so he's got a new dual disc that hooks to your brain. So all you have to do is imagine cards, and they come out. So remember, the Pharaoh took the god cards with him to the ethereal plane.
Yeah, to the afterlife.
Yeah. The afterlife. But
To
he
the
just
dead zone.
he just remembers Obelisk, so he's able to summon him.
Yeah.
He pulls it right when he's about to lose.
He's about to lose.
Nope.
He's like, no, I remember Obelisk the Tormentor.
And he uses it to basically destroy the villain, but almost, because they cancel the duel right before he loses the life point.
It's so dumb.
There's a lot of that in there, so...
That's great.
And we don't see any of our main cast. I mean, I say any of our main cast. We see all the main cast. Is it Joey, Tristan, Taya, Bakura?
Ironically, is more part of the group than in the series.
Bakura is actually one of the dudes in this. He is just as much as the group as anyone else. Even almost more so than Joey.
Yeah, really, I know. It's weird. It's like
bizarre. Like, he was on par with Joey as part of the gang.
Because in the original, he wasn't really treated like that. They just said, oh, look, it's Bakura.
They hung out with him in Arc 1, but that's about it.
Not even at all. They showed up to Duelist Kingdom, right?
Yeah,
He's on the ship.
They hang out in the forest.
They're like, oh, Bakura's here.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Even Battle City. Oh, Bakura, hey.
What are you doing here?
But here he's part of the group.
Oh, you're on the blimp too? Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
Stop following us.
What do you do? Did we invite you? I don't. Joey, did you invite him?
He doesn't even go here.
Joey, we told you not to invite him.
How did you get all 8 locator cards so quickly?
Yeah, so and they have visibly grown, especially Yugi. He is not even short anymore.
Oh, that's fantastic. He's no longer a munchkin?
No, he's not. He's actually physically grown, which is cool. It's
and
cool
Mokuba has grown too as well.
Yeah, and Joey hasn't changed at all.
Okay.
But Taya actually looks like she's maybe filled out a little bit.
Yeah,
they
did build her
weird. They
went
definitely filled out. And there's some love tension between Yugi and Taya.
But she wants to be a dancer.
She wants to be a dancer. And she goes to America to study dance at the end of the movie.
That's fantastic.
It sets up a show. It really does. It sets up like it's going to set up a show.
They basically graduate high school. Everyone goes there. Well, Taya goes their separate ways.
Taya goes their separate ways. Kaiba goes to another dimension to fight.
Now, are they still like in high school at this point?
They have graduated high school.
Their last year, they show their last year.
This is the last year, the movie.
Okay.
Which I mean, like, yeah, they would just now graduate. That sounds about right because throughout the series, they never went to high school.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Senior year.
Yeah, exactly. But it's still a good movie. Just a lot of bullshit.
How would you compare it to the others?
to the other movies?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, Beyond Time,
Bond
Two
of
Souls.
Beyond
Bond of
Time.
Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah.
It was a terrible movie, the worst movie I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of Pokemon movies, so...
Oh, man.
No, see, there's a reason for that, because it's basically supposed to be a TV special.
Yeah,
But
it felt like one.
And then
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Light
The movie, I
or
like.
whatever?
Pyramid of Light. It's not actually the name of the title. It's just called Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie.
Ah.
But I do love that movie
Mhm.
a lot, and unfortunately they uncanonized it for no reason.
Mm.
But they actually used some of the soundtrack from the first movie in this movie, so it gave me a lot of nostalgia. I was like, they're playing that song or whatever.
They're playing that
You forgot
mid-90s hit.
the new remix
Oh,
of the
and they
theme
have a
song.
remix of the theme song for the credits,
Oh,
and it's so cool. It's so cool sounding, like it was legit.
Mm.
But
Better or worse than Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's-
The movie?
it's on par.
On
Yeah.
par?
Because I really liked the first movie, so
Hmm.
that's good. But just so much bullshit happens
One
in
thing-
the movie.
I do like about the new film is that it has references because it's based off the manga instead of the anime series,
Hmm.
and they include stuff that only happened in the manga, like Duke Devlin's dad was there, Mr. Clown.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I mean, you had to have read some manga to understand.
Wait, did Duke Devlin show up?
Yeah, he
Hell
was
yeah,
there
he
too.
But he has a new outfit.
Yeah,
He's
Oh, is it
looking-
even more stripper epic?
He's looking more gypsy than
I should
ever.
say,
Oh,
he's looking more sexy.
I gotta
yeah.
see this.
Yeah. And
What's the-
the whole time I could only be thinking of the abridged voices, because when the Pharaoh
wow.
shows up, there's this huge wall of light, and then you see the silhouette of the Pharaoh show up, and I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah,
you heard,
yeah,
but in the
you-
theater I was like, I'm back, bitches.
Oh, yeah.
I got a good
I'm
laugh
back,
out of that.
Just constantly
Oh,
playing
God,
I'm bringing sexy back.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
but there was some,
And there was a couple of Joey.
yeah, there was some,
Yeah.
there was some Brooklyn rage.
Now, question. Did he do the fucking face?
Yes, he did.
Yes!
he did.
There's
And-
one moment he jumps off of a bridge, a highway bridge, and lands on the ground, falls, but flips back over. He's like, I meant to do that.
Yeah. And then even the villain does a
Yes, he does that.
even the villain does a quick Merrick / Bakura rape face, like that
Yeah.
whole like scream.
Oh,
There's some horror in this movie, though.
Oh yeah,
The villain sends people to that dead dimension or
he basically
whatever.
erases them from existence.
He erases them from existence. But they make it a slow and painful erasing.
You know
Like,
the
you see
shadow...
And they're screaming, and you see their fingers
Oh,
disappearing.
that's
You know,
great.
the last duels, when the heads are coming off and then
Yeah.
the shadows are coming
Yeah,
off their
in the
bodies.
last duel, he's like sending masses of civilians to the dead dimension, and you just see their heads pop off, and this stream of darkness coming out of their necks.
Oh,
and
that's
It's
great.
just crazy.
No, they went to the shadow realm.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
They're just going to the shadow
No,
realm.
it's not the shadow.
No,
realm.
they're being
It's a-
murdered.
What?
It's just outright murder.
Murder doesn't happen
And they
in
even say
Yu-Gi-Oh!
they're all dying. Like, they mention it.
They're all dead, Yugi.
There's no
Even the
shadow
children.
realm.
Yeah, it's intense. However, the pacing of this movie is awful. I was dozing off in the final
I
battle.
saw that. You said sleep like
I was. My head was bobbing.
Oh, man.
It's a 2-hour and 20-minute movie,
Okay.
and in the middle it kind of lags on.
Oh,
Because
no.
I'll say in the middle they try to interject a lot of backstory with the. It's kind
Oh.
of weird how they do that.
Like the we're 2/3 through, time to do a
Time
plot
to
dump.
reveal.
But right in
what
the middle
our
of the
villains-
duel, though, too.
Oh,
it's like,
Christ. It's bizarre.
why?
Yeah, that Rex pacing.
Yeah, the pacing was bad. So as a movie, it's not great, but as a Yu-Gi-Oh movie, I mean, it was amazing.
I thought it was better than Bonds at a Time, of course.
Of course,
I was a little better than the first one.
really,
Yeah.
because at least the first movie's only a 90-minute movie, and it's super like beginning, middle, and end.
True.
Like,
yeah.
you've got this villain who's connected to the Pharaoh. That's all
Right.
you need to know. They accidentally release him.
Yep.
And he wants to destroy the Pharaoh because he is anti-Pharaoh.
Because I'm
he
evil.
was shoehorned in, kind of.
Well, but it's a movie. Like, you have to have a beginning, middle, and end. It can't rely on the source material too much
oh yeah.
because you have to have a movie. So, you just have this villain from ancient Egypt who comes back just like the Pharaoh came back. It made sense.
Yeah,
like, if the
that
Pharaoh
part.
can be there, Bakura can be there, then so can this guy.
Yeah.
And we see a lot of familiar characters. We see Mai, we see Weevil, we see
short cameos.
yeah, we see
Pretty
Pegasus in the first movie, and
And
it's just
Foil.
really cool addition to the show.
Hmm.
However, this movie is after the show,
Hmm.
much after the show, and it is based on the manga. So
Yeah.
in the manga, Pegasus is dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
They don't say he's dead in this movie, but we don't see him.
Yeah.
So he's probably dead.
And they like some more because it only covered Duelist Kingdom, Battle City, and the last Memory World arc. So that's the only thing the manga covered.
Yeah, the dragons and the protagonist.
Yeah, the protagonist. Those don't happen.
Yeah, they never happened.
You're telling me that the underwater city people,
Atlantis.
Yes,
No.
that
the
never
Atlanteans, weren't in the manga?
No.
What?
They did not exist.
Not the seal of Orcalcos?
Nope.
Say a lot of cocos.
Neither where their minds get trapped in the virtual world. That didn't happen either.
Man.
Well,
Yu-Gi-Oh! Some dumb shit.
yeah, but it was just a good time though.
It was good.
As much crap as I was giving it, you have to know it's a Yu-Gi-Oh movie. You should know what you're about to
It's
see.
fucking card game
It's
bullshit.
just there for you to enjoy. People in a theater were dressing up as characters.
There were 3 people. You don't say
Okay,
people in the theater.
Oh,
there
yeah.
were 3 weirdos
Three people.
sitting behind
Oh,
us.
weirdos.
Someone dressed up as a Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's character, I guess.
No, it was a shark from Zexal, Declan from
It's all the
RP.
same. It's not the original Yu-Gi-Oh! or
One was
EX.
Bakura, though. One was Bakura.
One of them
With a
was
cane.
Bakura, but she was.
I love that
she
was it
EX
he
is
or
good
he?
I
enough to
think
be
it was a
lumped
he.
in.
I don't know. I think
We think it was a he. It might have been a she, but she just got he or she was overweight. She had to use a cane, and it was bizarre to see this Bakura, this chunky Bakura with a cane running around. I mean, it was whatever. It was funny.
I like the girl that was talking so much in depth.
When
we first got
before
in
the
there,
movie
like,
started and we were taking our seats, we just heard like, and then this car would do this, and yeah, we just heard.
It's a
It's
legendary
like,
tribute
but they
car.
were going off like a auctioneer.
like encyclopedia,
Talking.
like, oh, God.
Like, yeah, just talking about Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They're like, what is happening? And Lyles is like, oh, I know what she's saying.
Yeah.
I was like,
I know exactly what she's
you
talking
do.
about.
I'm like, of course you do.
But I'm
You
like,
see, it's because Pot of Greed allows me to draw
Well,
2
two
cards
cards.
from my deck and add them to my hand.
No one agreed in this movie. They're very disappointed.
What?
Yeah.
no,
and,
there wasn't.
And
There
Dark
was-
Magician was not
Oh.
Dark Magician. It was
No.
black.
There is a reason for that.
Why?
That is what he wanted, though. Because in the manga, he couldn't make them all black because it would weighs down on the page. So he
Yeah.
had to make it lighter purple.
Mm.
But in here, he can make it all black like he originally wanted.
That's fine. Don't,
Just like
don't
you
George
wanted blue.
Lucas it though. You've made a character that the fandom loves. It's probably the icon of
Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
he doesn't care about the fandom, though. The creator doesn't care. He wants his own. If it's not
Clearly.
his, you're not getting it then.
Clearly.
Because he even remade Blue Eyes, alternate Blue Eyes White Dragon, because he wanted it to look more realistic.
Oh yeah, I don't care about that because it wasn't too different.
Mm.
But yeah, the new Dark Magician is insanely different.
And they have Dark Magician girls.
Yes, lots of Dark Magician girls.
That fruit
now.
girls, basically.
Yeah,
Apple,
it's
kiwi.
very pervy. But
Wasn't it always?
No, I mean not.
But there was a
always.
reason for them, because the
Yeah. Well, anyways.
Because of plot.
Oh, that's enough about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Is it?
It was good. Go see it if you're a
Yes,
fan
if
of
you're
it.
a fan, it's only in theaters for like a week.
Yes.
Limited engagement sort of
Yeah,
thing.
so go see it now because who knows when that DVD will come out? Like
Really?
for real.
Yeah.
Boruto went to theaters 2 years ago, and now
It's coming out March 28th.
it's now
now.
it's March 28th is when we're getting finally the release of it.
Luckily, the sub is forever.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
good.
mean, yeah, you can always illegally watch it, but I mean, if you like to give people money, which I do, I like to support things that I like,
Yeah.
and I highly suggest you do the same because you're never going to get. You're like, if you're always ripping shit from the internet, and you're like, why don't they always make more shit? It's because they're not making money. So give them a little bit of money, tell them that you like your shit, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, so go see the movie in theaters. Buy a ticket. Go do it. It's good. It's a good time. So before we get into the news, I want to do a new segment.
Oh boy.
It's a really quick thing. It's just a sentence,
Uh-huh.
essentially. So just this day in history. You know
Uh-huh.
what happened. And it's a real bummer.
Mm.
The Challenger exploded in 1986.
Wow.
Yeah. Too soon?
Couldn't have found a
Nah.
upbeat,
Nope.
funky.
Happy, like...
On
Nope.
this day, child was rescued from a
Nope.
well.
No.
Marmaduke?
'cause-
No.
No child
What was
rescued.
today's Marmaduke?
God.
Strip.
Can we make that our new segment? Can we just switch it to that?
Yeah, instead of depressing news.
Yeah.
I wonder.
But the Challenger did exploded.
Yes, and it's still depressing news.
Yeah. What happened in today's
You
moment?
didn't want to go for the Knickerbocker storm, Washington, D.C.'s biggest snowfall, which
What?
caused the greatest loss of... Whoa.
Oh wait, no. Here's a good one. The Lego company patents the design of its Lego bricks, still compatible with bricks produced today.
And yet you went for the Challenger. Wow.
But that was 1958. That's amazing to think about, that they've never changed their design since 1958.
I mean, if
they never touched it. They haven't touched it really.
No, because the pieces that were made in 1958, you can still use with the pieces today.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
that is insane to think about. Like, we kind of take it for granted, but that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's good.
And speaking of which, let's just
hop into news.
Well, let's hop into a little bit of news. The Lego World is finally getting an official game release in February.
We mean the Lego World.
Lego Worlds.
Lego Worlds. It's a game.
Oh.
It's been just an early access game forever.
It's been...
For the past 2 years, I believe.
Since June 2015.
Yeah, so about 2 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's been early access.
It's
basically Minecraft, but Legos.
Why didn't they do that before?
Right? It seems so obvious. It seems so obvious. Well, they have. 2015. It's been out for a while.
Yeah, they kind of like
it just hasn't seen its official release for some reason.
Mm.
And now
I mean, it took Minecraft, 4 years to come out of?
I guess, yeah. And it also got that Microsoft push. So, right? Wasn't it Microsoft
that was after?
That was after. But yeah, it's going to see its release on the PS4, Xbox One, and Steam. So that'll be... I mean, I've heard it's got some negative reviews.
Yeah, I haven't heard great things about it, but
I mean...
It's worth a shot.
It might be fun to build some Lego shit.
Yeah. Speaking of Lego games, you'll be able to play Star Wars The Last Jedi Lego game.
Yay!
Oh my god.
Will it feature levels from a previous movie?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, we've got the title drop for Star Wars Episode 8.
The Last Jedi. Trust me, everyone texted me.
You know, Ray, we really are the Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Oh, God.
Everyone texted me when that title dropped. I was like, I've known for several hours, but thank you.
Please
leave
keep
me
sending
alone. People were tagging me on Facebook. Have you seen this?
It's like, yes.
I was like,
I posted that.
I was like, look on my blog real quick.
Can you check my blog?
Can you scroll down to 10
check
years
my
ago? Jesus, it was.
So yeah, nothing outside of title drop.
Yeah, and people are freaking out because they thought that meant a singular Jedi. But I'm here to remind you.
It doesn't call The Last Jedis.
I'm here to remind you that Jedi
Jedis.
is plural for Jedi.
Uh-huh.
So
it's like geese.
It's like what?
I mean moose.
Jetty.
The last Jetty.
The last
Is
Jetty.
in containment.
The
galaxy is at peace.
Oh my.
Finally, Ren has won.
Exactly. We've got Ace Combat 7 coming to PC and Xbox One now.
As well as PS4.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to get those anime skins.
Oh, dude, Idolmaster.
Those Idolmaster skins.
You can put cute anime girls on your fighter jet.
On your hyper-realistic fighter jet.
It
looks super cool and ridiculous.
Uh-huh. But yeah, still no release date, but
VR support,
mm-hmm.
That'll be cool.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if it'll have Oculus and HTC Vive.
I don't know. Yeah. Who knows?
Because, yeah, with Resident Evil, PSVR has a 1-year exclusivity on PSVR. So it won't be coming to Oculus or HTC for another year.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Well, I got some breaking news.
Oh.
Resident Evil's film franchise will finally reach that $1 billion milestone! We did it! We can go home! Trump's America's okay, guys! Listen.
As long as Mila Djokovic and her husband...
She got her paycheck. She can finally buy that new Ferrari.
Oh my god, it's acceptable.
The fifth one.
The fifth one. The final one.
The final Ferrari chapter.
The final Ferrari chapter. God, finally. You know, every night I just toss and turn. I'm like, why hasn't the Resident Evil movie franchise made $1 billion yet? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
It's like, I've at least given them $1 million. Why haven't they hit it
giving
yet?
them so much money?
Uh-huh.
But
It's
now-
like Overwatch.
It's like
I love
Overwatch. But finally, with Resident Evil, the final chapter, we have reached that $1 billion mark. It's received rates of 39% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes and a 53 on Metacritic.
Okay, that's actually better than I expected.
Yeah, for the Metacritic one, I'm like, that's an F. But not as low as an F that I want for it. Those scores, the highest in series history,
Yes.
aren't exactly great.
This
but
is where to
that-
hop in.
But that don't matter none, because the franchise is going to make its billionth dollar in some theaters this weekend.
Oh,
And that's from-
millions of dollars.
That's straight off Polygon, but that is crazy. Why is
wow.
why? These movies are so
it's
bad.
so good.
Have you seen any of them?
Huh?
Have
No.
either of you seen any of them?
I do want to go back and watch the
Never
CG
left.
ones.
You know what's sad about Resident Evil movies and myself is that I've seen every single one of them up until the final chapter.
Did you watch the CG ones, like Damnation?
No, those
And
aren't.
Vendetta?
Those aren't in the series, but I've seen Damnation, yes, and it's hot trash as well.
Nice.
Yeah, Resident Evil doesn't have a great movie history,
Mm-mm.
and they have nothing to do with Resident Evil.
But luckily, we've got another Resident Evil movie coming in 2017 too.
What's that?
Oh my gosh! Okay, so this is the first video game movie Metacritic score to beat out Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
We finally did it, boys.
We finally did it. We dethroned the king of fucking video games. Like video game movies.
But yeah, we've got Resident Evil Vendetta coming later this year.
What's it about?
It's got Leon,
Of course.
Rebecca, and Chris,
Great.
Running
One of
around.
our favorites.
which is interesting because this is set after 7.
Bring Leon to Smash.
Mm-hmm.
The
The GameCube's greatest hero.
Truly.
We've got Neko Atsume getting a film.
What?
Yes.
Neko.
It's
Yes.
so obvious. Why hasn't it happened before?
Right? You know Neko Atsume, right, Nika?
No.
It's
I
a
don't know.
phone game. Came out either last year or the year before, but it's just playing with cats.
Wait,
And cats show up to your house.
Oh, that.
And yeah.
Oh, I see what it is. Oh, yeah.
It
Neko Asume.
Yeah, I played that for a good month.
follows this movie will follow a struggling novelist who moves to the countryside to write his next story. He soon feeds his friendly stray cat and suddenly finds his house teeming with cute kitties.
Oh my god. Is it live action?
Yes, it's live
Oh,
action.
thank you, God.
Yes,
Thank
it's
you,
live
God.
action.
So it was what,
And
computer
it's just
animated?
as fucking adorable
Oh my
as
god.
it
Are they
sounds.
having auditions
No.
for cats?
No.
I was gonna-
Because Pooh Bear.
No.
Oh. Pooh Bear
This
could
is
be a
Japan.
star. We will go to Japan
You-
with Pooh Bear.
with Pooh Bear.
On the plane.
Let's do a Skype audition for
Mm.
Pooh Bear, please.
Mm.
Just pawing at the
But yeah.
camera.
It's coming to Japan this April.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god,
Right?
I will be watching that illegally online.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I mean, if they would take my money, I would give it to them. But
Exactly.
I can't. So.
We've got free DLC coming to Yakuza 0.
Oh really? What is it?
Mhm. Costumes.
Nice.
And
What
added
kind of
stuff.
what kind of costumes? Any details?
No real details. It's just some of the stuff that came in the Japanese version.
But can't costumes only be used with New Game Plus?
Yes.
That's a
in
bummer.
Premium Adventure.
That's a bummer.
But starting today, which was the 24th, and going until February 14th, there will be a new DLC pack released every week with extra goodies.
Yay.
Yay! Dead Rising 4, that game that everybody loves,
Oh, yeah.
is getting a new update. It's
With,
getting a new
Street Fighter costumes, yeah?
new difficulty mode and Street Fighter costumes, which look amazing. I've got it pulled up right now on my iPad if y'all want to
Oh,
look.
they're so good. They're so good.
Yeah, listeners, look it up because it's pretty great looking. What is her name?
Cammy?
Cammy?
Cam, yeah, we got Frank West in a cami outfit doing a classic cami pose, showing his buns.
Yeah. His man buns.
And it's
Bond upstairs.
it's
We've got also
funny.
the what is it called? The not New Game Plus, but the End survival mode thing
yes,
coming.
yeah, it's got a new difficulty mode. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
Nah.
No, okay. But yeah, that might be a reason to go back and look at it.
Still speaking about free DLC, there is Resident Evil's DLC.
Is it free?
There is
Or
the
do I need the season
Not a
pass?
Hero, which is free.
What is that?
That is starring a spoiler character.
Oh, okay, don't tell me that.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yep. And then we've also got the 2 DLC packs that are part of the season pass.
Oh, I'll probably have to get that season pass.
We've got Volume 1 coming January 31st,
Ooh.
which has a couple of tapes. Bedroom, figure out how to
This
escape.
January 30th?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Figure out how to escape from a locked room, but don't let Marguerite know you've been out of bed. Nightmare, which is survive against waves of enemies.
Oh, interesting.
Ethan Must Die mode. Tough as Nails mode separate from the tapes and story of the main game. Then on number 2, which is coming February 14th to PS4, you got a game from Lucas Baker. See what the Baker family was like before the tragic events
Oh,
of
that'll be
RE7.
interesting.
And Jack's 55th birthday. Race against the clock and feed Jack tons of food in this comical extra game mode separate from the tapes and story.
Interesting to note that does not support PSVR.
And neither does Ethan Must Die.
Huh.
Yeah.
Weird.
So each of those are $10 each. And then the season pass also has one more unannounced paid chapter.
I was going to say, if that's also $10, I don't even need to bother buying the season pass. Season pass is $30.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
I mean, we'll find out.
That
But-
last one will probably be $15.
And then PC and Xbox are getting both volumes on February 21st.
Oh, okay.
So
Nice.
they've got a bit of exclusivity with PS4.
Yes,
Still
of
on
course.
Resi 7,
Mm-hmm.
we've got... they shipped 2.5 million copies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It broke the series record for demo downloads.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's
I'm sure it
wow.
did. That was trending for a
which
while.
got 7.1 million.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, man. That's good.
It brings the total sales figure for the series up to 75 million.
It hasn't broke $1 billion?
75 million sales.
Oh, okay. But that was dollars. I'm like, what?
But yeah. Resident Evil speedruns are now already under 2 hours. With
Bam, son.
Current record, I believe, at 136.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's intense.
It's fucking bananas. We've also got
Yeah.
Pokemon Bank.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
that
is
comes
it out yet?
Pokemon Bank is out.
Yay!
Yes.
I mean, for Sun and Moon support.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
And I was reading a little bit more about that. It,
We were just talking about that last week, weren't we?
yeah, we
We
were.
were like, when is
When's
it
it
gonna,
coming?
Yeah, when's it gonna drop? But Pokemon Sun and Moon's been out for a minute.
Give it to me, Nintendo.
Because what they say now is that, for one, any Gen 1 Pokemon transfer from Red, Blue, and Yellow
Yeah.
Mhm.
all have their hidden abilities.
Oh, yeah.
So that's-
yeah.
And they apparently combined an entire national deck. You don't have to deposit every single Pokemon in the Sun and Moon. You just link up your games, and it counts all the Pokemon, each Pokedex as part of that.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's just...
It's
And
just connected, and
You have
here's
a sing-
500 Pokemon.
You have a singular Pokedex that goes across 3 games.
Yes, all games. So it's all your Sun and Moon. So we just count all of those as on one.
That's amazing, actually.
That's really
We've
helpful,
got
too.
people bringing Missing Now into Sun and Moon.
Really?
How? What? How? Oh, and if you sign up now, you get a free Mew a night, like for the Mew Special Z move.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, better hop on that.
But yeah, people have just been trying to bring Missing Now over, and so far all it's done really is bork up nicknames
Yeah,
on Sun and Moon. But
interesting.
yeah,
Really? So what happens when you transfer it over? It's just...
it just messes with some of your nicknames on your Sun and Moon Pokemon. We've got some more footage of Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age.
Do we have a date? A hard date?
No,
Damn.
no. It was just shown off at the Taipei Game Show. But yeah, I'm excited for that because the version that we got and this version of the game are very different.
Yeah, I mean, and as I only played the first level of Final Fantasy 12, and then I turned it off because I don't know. I was kind of bored.
Yeah.
And that was back in the day when I wasn't too invested in games, I guess. I don't know. Or I had so many games at my disposal.
Mhm.
But I'm interested to play it because I never got to play it. So... And I just got to the castle at the very beginning of the game, and I was like...
Oh, like sneaking through the sewers?
Yeah, I was like, I don't like this.
Oh, man.
But I'm excited because
But yeah, this has a totally remixed job system, or like job board system.
Interesting.
And a lot of the combat has changed. It's based off the international edition.
It's probably for the best.
Oh, yeah. We've got Nintendo Switch is going to have World of Goo, Little Inferno, and Human Resource Machine at launch.
What's Human Resource Machine?
Human Resource Machine is from Tomorrow Corp. Let's see. It's just all 3 games are from that same studio behind World of Goo.
Oh, okay. So it's just their games. Got it.
But those are all going to be launch titles for Switch. So, hey, I'd give World of Goo another playthrough.
Oh,
I mean, I already own it for my iPhone,
Mhm.
so I'm not going to buy it on the Switch.
Mhm.
But, I mean, it's cool that it's there.
Oh yeah, that they're talking about that 1-2 Switch game is not included with the Switch.
Oh,
No,
no, it's
no,
not a
it's-
pack-in.
No, it's $60. No, $50.
$50.
It's
yeah.
$50.
That's
No, yeah.
That's not worth.
It was never advertised as a pack-in.
No.
Yeah, so I knew it wouldn't be.
But that's not worth. Like, why would you even? That's like if Wii Sports was sold specifically.
It should have been.
Yeah.
That's a fucking great
They
game.
could have made fucking money.
They could have made bank.
They could have, but
Instead, GameStop made bank off it.
We've got a couple of Kickstarter / Fig launches. Pillars of Eternity
What's
2.
that?
That is from Obsidian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And they set a 1.1 million goal, which they reached within 24 hours.
Oh, of course they did.
Yeah. It's a fantastic 2.5D RPG.
Oh, okay.
A lot like Baldur's Gate and those old CRPGs.
Oh, gotcha.
Mhm.
Might be interesting.
But yeah, I've been meaning to give that a shot. We've also got Banner Saga 3 going up on Kickstarter.
Oh,
Mhm.
why does it need a
Interesting.
Kickstarter?
They actually addressed that. Give the team a little more breathing room for development to ensure the game is fully baked before launching it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How much has it made?
Let's see. With 38 days to go, they are at 90% of their goal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
dang,
Okay.
90,
Yeah.
that's pretty far.
Well, yeah, I didn't expect it would have any issues with funding. That's why I was like, why is it even there to begin with?
I mean, they are still a really small studio.
I know.
And
So I figured they've proven themselves that some big companies would be behind them at this point. But
well, also a lot of companies don't want a publisher
uh,
because that
Yeah, they-
limits them.
creative control.
Exactly.
Interesting.
But yeah, I really need to get into those games because
Yeah, I mean, we got rid of the Xbox One, but both of them were on there.
And I mean they're both on iOS. I believe.
Yeah, that's true.
So we got that. We've got Xavier Woods is co-hosting the South by Southwest Gaming Awards.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That is nothing but great.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, Xavier Woods is part of the
WWE's New Day.
New Day, yeah, on WWE. The best thing to happen to WWE in a long time.
Wow.
So yeah, he's going to be one of the co-anchors for the event starting on March 18th.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Mhm.
Will that be live streamed, do you think?
Most likely.
I
yeah.
hope so, because I want to watch that.
Warner Brothers saves Disney Infinity's Avalanche software, working on Cars 3.
Oh,
Oh.
Mhm.
yeah. You ever seen the newest trailer for that? It looks even better.
Are you talking about the old trailer?
No, the new one.
There's a new Cars 3 trailer?
Yeah,
Oh, it shows a little bit more of the...
That just shows the characters?
the one that shows his rival and that little
Oh,
female
yes.
car.
Yeah, that's just like the character profile ones, right?
No, not the character. Actually, in-game footage. It's just like he's hurt inside the hospital. And
Wait, in-game?
I'm sorry, in the movie. Sorry, I'm mixing media together.
Oh, maybe I haven't seen that. Shit.
Yeah, it
I
looks
need-
pretty good actually.
But apparently Avalanche is the ones who made the Cars 2 video game.
And that one
Which-
was supposedly very good.
Like,
right?
surprisingly good.
Yeah, that
So,
game-
hey, Fuck it. Yeah, I'm
Give 'em
all
Cars
for a good license game.
We haven't gotten licensed games in a while. I'm surprised they're even doing it.
Excuse me. Power Rangers just came out. Checkmate.
Yeah, but it's not like specifically based off a movie that's coming out or anything like that.
And it's also awful.
That's also awful, yeah. But I'm like that. I thought that was dead.
Hmm.
That's interesting
Yeah.
because we thought about doing a
because
series.
with the 360 and PS3 generation, we saw a lot of the death of AA studios
Yeah, that's true.
because it switched more to hard AAA and indie.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of those games just weren't good.
Yeah.
There were some diamonds in the rough, though.
Speaking of licenses, though, we've got Square Enix and Marvel.
Yeah.
They announced a
Oh,
multi-game
yes.
partnership,
The
which
Avengers.
is starting with the Avengers.
I hope they go
Yeah.
places with it.
Mm.
I hope it's not just they force Square Enix to stay within the parameters of the cinematic universe.
No, this is the original story.
I'm sure it is, but I have a feeling they're going to force certain character designs to look like the movie heroes.
So like Robert Downey Jr. will look like
The
Tony
yeah.
Stark.
the statement is, blah 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 blah. Avengers project is being designed for gamers worldwide and will be packed with all the characters, environments, and iconic moments that have thrilled longtime fans of the franchise. Featuring completely original story, it'll introduce a universe gamers can play in for years to come.
Okay.
And this is being developed by developers I completely trust, Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal, who were in charge of the Tomb Raider reboot and the Deus Ex reboot.
Yeah. I mean, I don't play Deus Ex, but I do love those new Tomb Raider games.
I'm very excited for it.
So it sounds like it's in good hands then.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm hoping so, but I just don't know what it is. Like, knowing the studio and knowing the games that they've made that are successful, I'm like, wait, what is this game?
So it's
Like,
gonna be like Kingdom Hearts where they make like Final Fantasy characters and Marvel characters, or is it?
Who knows? We've got a game we're probably never going to get, Great Ace Attorney 2.
do we even get the first one?
No.
No. The
This is Phoenix Wright working with Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, I heard about that one a little bit.
And we're never gonna get
That
it.
sounds so cool.
Right?
So why are we not getting it actually?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. We've got
'Cause fuck America.
Yep. We've also got a hard release date, at least for the Japanese version, of Zero Escape the Nonary games,
The what?
which is remasters of 999 and Virtue's Last Reward.
Oh, we'll probably get that.
Yeah. PC version due out March 25th, PS4 Vita April 13th, and then in the West it's Q1/spring. But yeah, it's gonna, for the first time, 999 is gonna have full voice acting.
Oh.
And then
That would be a good chance for me to hop in then.
Yes.
Because
I would highly suggest doing so because, my God, that is an amazing franchise.
yeah, I've heard.
Yeah. Nice.
But, shit, man. I just replayed that series, but I'd go through it again with voice acting.
Yeah, I'll probably pick it up if it comes out for PS4 here.
We've got the last DLC for Dark Souls 3, The Ringed City.
I should probably finish.
Should probably beat Dark Souls 3. But
Just a thought.
this seems to take place at the end of the world in Dark Souls 3, which is interesting. And it seems to have elements from all three games.
Weird.
Like, you've got the windmill from 2 showing up in the trailer.
Does that mean this is the last Dark Souls game?
Yes, they've hard said that.
Bloodborne 2 win.
Demons 2 win.
Never.
Ooh, damn. $24.99 separately?
Wow.
Yeah.
Might
Priced.
be a big DLC.
I hope, because that first one was really short. We've got the lineup for EVO 2017. Nothing too major on there. We've got Street Fighter, Guilty Gear,
Exert.
Rev 2, yep. Smash for Wii U, Melee, Injustice 2,
What?
BlazBlue Central Fiction, Tekken 7, King of Fighters, and a fan-voted game, which I really love the way they've got this set up.
Huh.
So what it is you vote with your money, and all of the money goes to charity.
Oh,
So
wow.
we've got, right now in the lead with $12,000, Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah.
You've got Pokken close
I
behind
want
Oh,
Pokken to
Pokken
win.
is-
at
That's so
almost
weird.
10,000. Killer Instinct, Windjammers, Arms.
Yeah, Arms is
on
losing
there.
hardcore.
Arm.
It's in 5th place, yeah. Skullgirls, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Mortal Kombat XL.
Yep. So yeah,
I want Pokken to win. Because it's so out there, like it's different.
Tekken and
Yeah.
Pokemon combined, so...
Because Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I mean, it's just...
True,
I don't want
but it's also like a hard mainstay
Yeah,
of
it is.
Evo. So I just really like the way they've got that set up.
Yeah,
We've got Humble Bundle offering John Wick Chapter 2 tickets alongside Payday 2. So they've done weird offerings in the past.
That is the
But
weirdest.
right now, for their newest bundle, you can,
All right.
for certain tiers, you get 2 tickets to John Wick 2.
Hear me out, Humble Bundle. You keep Payday 2 and just give me the John Wick 2 tickets. That's fine. Like, I don't need any of the rest.
Well, right now it's Payday 2 for $1. Like,
How about they just give me $1? And I don't have to have Payday 2 on my Steam library.
That's wow.
I would love that.
So yeah, it's $45, but it gets you the first film, 2 tickets for the new one, pre-order for the John Wick Chronicles VR game,
Ooh.
Nice.
Dead by Daylight, and Game of the Year edition of Payday 2. Which, all in all, given that movie tickets alone are $30.
Yeah, but hear me out, Humble Bundle.
Uh-huh.
How about you give me all that John Wick goodness,
Uh-huh.
and you keep your trashy Payday 2
Well, that's
shit?
when you gift your Steam keys.
You want some Payday 2?
Yeah,
Okay, you can have it all. It's Payday 2.
just take it. We've got Overwatch, just hit 25 million players.
And I'm all of them.
Yeah, all 25.
That's cool, though. That's a lot. That's a lot of people playing the game.
Yeah.
How many are good, though?
One. Not me.
If even half of that population was dropping $10 a month on loot boxes, that would be the same as monthly subscription during World of Warcraft's peak.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So I don't know how many people are just staying loot box free.
They probably get a lot of loot box sales during events.
Yeah.
But I know when there's not an event, I don't get any anymore. Because I pretty much have all of the core shit.
We've got a new trailer for Mass Effect Andromeda, which...
Yay, underwear grinding.
Mm-hmm, exactly. And hard dates of March 21st.
Wow, that's soon.
Yeah. And I love how little we know about this game.
I like that. And that doesn't happen enough, especially with video games. It seems like you know everything about that game, and you already know whether you love it or hate it before it's even out.
Because the developers put a lot
Now,
out
with
there,
Mass
too.
Effect, I'm scared because we also knew nothing about 3.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
Like, we knew it was the Reapers. And that's about it.
I just don't like I don't like going into things knowing everything about it.
Yeah.
Oh, Mary Tyler Moore died
Yes.
in later news.
Yeah,
As in the late
that's
Mary
sad.
Tyler Moore.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a segue.
Yep.
At least 2016 didn't claim her. But
Yeah.
Yeah, she was great though.
I've seen some of her episodes of Mary Tyler Moore show. She, like, at the time was really good.
What was the show she started out on? Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, the Dick Van Dyke show.
Oh, well, yeah, she started out on Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke.
But then she went to Laverne and Shirley, and I love that show.
Really?
Yeah. Smile, something incorporated. We're gonna do it.
What's that?
I don't know if you know this about him, but he was raised exclusively on bad
We're
70s.
gonna make our dreams come true.
Oh.
Doing it our way.
Or the highway.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, my dad forced me to live in a different time zone.
Uh-huh.
Time
zone?
Time era.
Time cube?
What
Time
time zone
cube?
were you in?
Time era.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get to see a whole lot of modern stuff on TV, but I
But you got
definitely
the classics.
definitely got all the classics
You
in
do
there.
love Lucy.
Like I
love Lucy.
used to own all 3 seasons of Gilligan's Island on DVD.
Really?
Now that's just a classic.
No, but that show is still funny.
Yes.
Like I will catch clips of it here and there, and it is still like laugh out loud funny to me. But yeah, back to Mary Tyler Moore. It's tragic. She was very good at what she did.
And we also had John Hurt.
Oh,
pass
John
as well.
Hurt passed.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
That's
What was he
sad.
in?
He was in Alien,
Yes, that's right.
as well as Harry Potter, as well.
And the Elephant Man.
Elephant Man.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
Oh,
awesome.
and 1984. Oh, he was Winston Smith.
Yeah, I didn't ever watch that one.
Because it was like they made us watch it in class.
Did they?
Because it's based off the book 1984 by
Um,
Orson Welles.
Yay.
Oh, okay. I remember him from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
In happier news,
Mhm.
let's talk about
We've got Life of Black
Life
Tiger.
of Black Tiger for PS4.
Have you seen anything about this, Nico?
Which one?
Life of Black Tiger?
Life of Black Tiger.
Why you ask?
This is a... Do you know how much it is?
It's probably $14.99.
Roundabouts. But this is a PS4 game that
What?
just came out.
For our listeners, please check out the trailer for Life of Black Tiger on the
This is
PS4.
the jankiest PS2-ist
Is that a
It
ass.
Windows 95 game?
It
on
looks like
there?
a bad PS2 game.
Oh,
A
man.
bad one.
What do they fund that on?
I don't know. And how did this get released? No, wait. Why did this get released?
On the PS4,
How?
though. How?
Yeah.
It's
It-
baffling.
Apparently started as an iOS and Android game.
I mean, that makes sense.
That was free.
Okay. So why is it here?
Yes.
Why did they feel the need to bring it to PS4?
They had to pay
Yes.
for it now.
Oh, jeez.
How is that?
$10
Oh, it's
for
10
Life of Black Tiger.
Is it just digital download?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Oh, no, you don't want the disc?
You want that physical release?
Oh, man. First run games. Come on.
No.
Come on.
Or I am 8-bit.
Or
whatever.
I think it's limited run, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
limited run
I don't
games.
want that. No, I don't want it.
Going back to Ace Attorney and things that only Japan gets. Fucking Nier Automata exclusive PS4.
What did they get? Oh, they get the moon.
The
whatever that
Neil's
thing-
face,
the,
yeah.
the face.
Yeah.
PS4. That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want that anyway.
You don't want.
But come on, just give it.
Japan
And they showed
has
off
it.
12 more minutes of gameplay.
I was shocked
That
when we
game-
got the Final Fantasy PS4, so
Mm.
I'm just glad having that.
Yo, that game is soon.
I know, I'm so excited. I pre-ordered it finally. I got around to dropping my money on it.
And it's finally not going to be a pain in the ass to get the last ending, I hope.
Hope not. I mean, I don't know enough about Nier or Drakengard.
Okay, so for the Drakengard and Nier games, getting your first ending is simple. Beat the game.
Mm-hmm.
And second ending is usually pretty simple. Just beat it again, blah, blah, blah. But for the last couple endings to those games, you need to collect every single weapon in the game.
Jesus.
Yeah. Some of which are hidden behind some bullshit.
Great.
Yep. So, who
We'll
knows
see.
if Nier Automata will be?
That's platinum
As
games,
bad?
though.
Nier did tone it down a bit with the bullshit.
Okay. So hopefully they tone it down even more.
Hopefully.
But there's still quite a few side quests you have to do.
That's fine.
And
I'm
all
excited
that
to play
jazz.
that game, though. That's
Mm.
one of those few demos that I just went out on a limb on. I was like, I'll get that demo.
Mm.
And I loved it. Loved every second of it.
Speaking of demos, or rather a beta, we've got For Honor,
Yeah.
which looks promising.
A lot of my friends on PlayStation, I say friends, but
Mm.
people that
Quote unquote.
People
quote
that
unquote
say-
friends, like Facebook friends, that I have connections with on PlayStation 4, I see a lot of them, and it all says For Honor beta on their games that they're playing right now. I'm like, is it really that popular? Like,
It, from what I've seen of it, I've watched like an hour or so of streams. It looks like a really good version of Dark Souls PvP.
okay,
Yeah.
interesting. I don't know. I just obviously there's so many games coming out, including the Switch.
Mm.
that it's just not making it into my budget.
Yeah.
This year, probably.
He just seems like a really solid melee fighter.
Good.
I
I might give it a shot if it goes on sale or something like that.
We've got a huge content dump for Enter the Gungeon,
Yay.
which comes with 200 new rooms, 33 new guns.
Please describe that one gun.
Oh,
That's so
man.
much.
Oh, man, let me see if I have the full description. But it was the... Fuck.
Wasn't the gun
It's the-
shaped like a bullet that
it's the
shoots
bullet gun.
guns that shoots more bullets?
Yes,
okay,
the bullet
what?
gun.
The bullet gun.
The bullet
So
gun.
it's a bullet that shoots guns, and then those guns shoot more bullets.
How is
Who
that?
cares? It's awesome.
How?
And we've also got the Mind Flayer. Not the Mind Flayer.
Mintok. The
Mind
Mind
Taker.
It's
Flare.
the Mind Taker.
He's the Mind Flare.
Uh-huh. Yep, that's his name. And then finally we had a Sin City game that ended up being canned
What?
a while ago.
That would have been cool.
It would have, but apparently there was a shit ton of executive meddling.
Yeah.
So, Transmission Games,
I don't know that.
yeah. Inspired by prominent games at the time like God of War and Assassin's Creed, they plan to tell a Sin City prequel focusing on Marv.
Oh, okay. Interesting. And this
Combat like Arkham Asylum.
It looks kind of cool. It's all black and white. I bet if you shoot people, it gets blood on everything. That would have been awesome.
You've also got a Japanese hitwoman and a reckless private investigator. So you've got stealth gameplay, puzzle investigation gameplay, and then beat 'em up.
That sounds awesome, and I love the look of Sin City already, especially the movies.
Mhm.
They just look so great. So that would have been amazing in video game format.
So yeah, it was shaping up like that. And then Frank Miller, since he was working on The Spirit, he wasn't available to oversee the game.
Oh, poor
So
bummer,
he-
Frank Miller.
For Frank Miller, come on.
He had one of his coworkers, I guess, friends, whatever, start
yeah.
overseeing it.
Hank Diller.
Flint Dilly, pretty close.
Oh, really? Is it Flint? Oh my God!
Yeah. But
Flynn Miller.
it became immediately apparent that he was not familiar with the books.
Wow.
The stuff we were getting back was really misogynistic, sexist, and left a very bad taste in our mouths, recalls a member of Transmission Team.
Why didn't he just read the books?
So, instead of the assassin, you've got a prostitute with exposed cleavage. And instead of the investigator, you've got an assassin priest. So he starts meddling and fucking with this project.
Adding his own bullshit to it.
Uh-huh. And then the developer was like, no.
That's not Sin City. Like
Yeah.
Sin City's about powerful females and about, corruption and
Grittiness.
greed.
So yeah, they keep meddling and keep changing, and eventually the game goes under. But it's like, yeah, it was for the best. We didn't want to make that game that it ended up being.
Wow. Well, I guess that's good. I would hate
Yeah.
to see it ruined.
Right. But yeah, from the original concepts, it looks
Yeah, it does
fucking
look cool,
strong.
and the look of it is amazing.
But yeah, that's all I got for news.
That wraps up the news. Well, here comes the part that we all love.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
That the podcast is really about.
Oh man.
We do our book review.
Yay!
Yay! I'll start us off.
Mhm.
All right. So, I read Final Fantasy Type 0, the manga,
Oh.
but more like Final Fantasy Type 0 personalities.
Oh, you didn't like Ace
I didn't like any of them.
or Queen?
Dang.
In this chapter
The
of
card
the
name
Final
killers.
Fantasy series, but not a series, there are 12 main characters and 0 of them are interesting.
What?
There seems to be another empire invading, and they're bad because they are. Also,
Because it's the Empire.
yeah, it's
And
the
because it's
empire.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah. So, and also when people die, you happen to forget about their existence, which adds nothing to the plot and doesn't resolve in the end of the book. I wish this book would die so that I could forget its existence.
Ouch.
So I just haven't gotten around to beating it. But it's boring. and characters, and like, here's two more, here's two more, here's two more. I'm like, oh god, please. I'm glad this happened. I wish it didn't exist.
Oh.
Yeah, so, and
Boy, they fight.
they sure do, and they're stupid.
Oh,
They don't obey orders. Slash too little, slash whatever. They're just shoving in so much garbage.
Yeah.
So it was, it was a book.
It was a book. That's all I can say.
I do recommend it for PSP Go fans.
Oh.
So all you PSP Go fans.
Oh,
Josh,
Lord.
what did you read?
I read
No,
a
wait. Hang on. I want to end with you. Because I like to read, so you had to cop out.
Okay,
I did
to
not
be
cop
fair,
out.
literally none of us started our book.
I have to start a different book.
Lie.
Go ahead.
Okay, well,
What
I guess this is the background. Based off the game, the story centers around the protagonist, who in this...
Protagonist.
Yes, protagonist, who is named a mystical hour that doesn't exist, but...
As soon as the clock strikes 12.
Now, the game is good. The manga is horrible, because it just... With like Devil Survivor, thing I read, at least explained, gave basic background premise. This doesn't give you anything. I was obsessed with Persona 4, and they were trying to copy its comedy style and put it into the manga.
Like, I
There's
don't
some other
know
stuff
that their other characters are really that.
No.
Are you doing this?
Yes, and it doesn't fit at all. So...
Well,
Does it do the same thing the game did of the fucking sick ass? He summons.
It's not. No, it's
He's not in. Like
No, he's there, but it's just not that. Why?
But I just don't think it's that good. It doesn't explain anything. It's just like, okay. But
I mean, Velvet Room has always been a kind of just shadowed and mystery sort of thing.
Yeah, and I can see why that maybe the first volume of this interesting, because also the first part of the game isn't that interesting.
I don't know. At least the game, especially with the cutscenes, it kind of draws you in.
Oh, well, I'm playing a cutscene-less version. It's the PSP version. So,
man.
that might be...
Yeah,
why.
that doesn't help.
Yeah.
Because, especially the introduction...
I was going to buy the
dripping with
PS2...
style.
I was going to buy the PS2 original version of the game, but it is very expensive on
I know
Amazon.
Persona 4 got a
The
price
PS2
drop.
version?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah, because Persona 4 is available on so many different platforms now.
Isn't it cheap at home?
Alright, we don't need to look this up right now, but the point is, there was a reason I bought the digital PSP version as opposed to just buying the PS2 version. Since I do have a PS2.
I'm sorry, $15 is too expensive.
Yeah, I was
for
going to say,
you?
like, what
I
are
thought
you doing?
FES was the bad version.
No, FES is the best version.
Oh, weird.
Big spender.
Anyways, I don't want to spend $10.
Yep, so I spent $20 on the digital.
Nah, it was 10.
Wow.
It was also on sale, I think. Anyways.
Yeah.
So,
that was
your
it.
recommendation?
No, I do not recommend this book for
Aw.
anyone, neither fan, unless you're a hardcore fan. But
I
would
mean,
recommend
but like if you've already played the game and it's
Might as well.
just shot for shot, right?
Yeah, no, not really. But take a look at it if you have played the game. You will see.
Okay. All right, Josh A.
So for my book, I did a hard dive back into childhood, and I read a Bionicle book.
Yay!
I read Beware the Bohrok.
Oh, the bow. Didn't they pronounce it Bohrok?
Dude, I don't fucking know. These names are so fucking dumb.
They're awesome.
They're so fucking...
The Bionicles.
I love Bionicles, and the movies are so bad, and I
Dude,
love them.
the
And the
movies are
books are
bad.
so bad, and I love them.
I just
So yeah,
collected
this
the
is
toys.
basic
That's it.
chapter book.
Yep.
New villain shows up. Heroes fight villain. Oh no, there's struggle. Hero defeat villain.
Well, you know it's a little junior
Yes,
novel,
exactly. Exactly.
What?
Right?
The junior novel?
It's a junior.
It's a
He's got it.
scholastic book.
He's got the copy right here. Look at this. It's like,
That's what you read.
that's what you read a pamphlet.
Oh no! Oh.
Oh, it's about the original
We literally
cast.
dug it up out of a box. Wait, who did what?
The original Bionicles. They're the main heroes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is
I
a
thought
bunch of-
Balrog was the second.
This is.
No, that's not the
I remember these.
Toa
ones.
Nui.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
This
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
But
It's called a cop-out, you know?
We all did that this week. I think we can all say safely that we
Yeah.
all copped out on our books this week.
Alright. Can we talk about how fucking dumb Bionicles are?
Hang on.
I like the spider ones though with the maracas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and the paracas.
Dude, Bohrok is fucking metal.
Onua was walking through a tunnel that led toward the village of Onukora. These Bohrok will
Listen.
stop at nothing until
Listen.
Metanui. How do you understand any of these?
Exactly.
How do you know what's happening in this book? Oh my
Um,
god, this is fucking great.
So I spent some time doing a dive on the Bionicle wiki, which is too in-depth.
I love the Bionicle. I mean, every time I'm watching a movie of Bionicle or reading one of these things, because there was a huge comic series too that came with the Lego magazine subscription.
I'm so excited.
Look at
Lego
this.
magazines.
Look at this series of events for like the
That's what
end
I'm-
portion.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I have no idea what's happening, but I still am enjoying like all this Bionicle content, and I don't know why or how.
Even
Dude,
the
I
Hero
stayed
Factory?
in.
No, that's not Bionicle.
I stayed in up until the end.
Of Bionicle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went all the way through.
All the way up until like Madanui reawoke.
Yeah, I don't know how I stayed in on this train, and I don't know why I
Because
never
there were
got off.
comics and all that
and that's what I was
shit.
saying. The comics, like I read
Books.
those, the books, and they all tied into each other. which
You know
was
what
great.
it is, probably? Because every year there's a fucking Scholastic book fair.
Yeah,
And it's like, oh, new Bionicle book!
and it would all hype the launch of their new toys, and
Yeah,
they would come out with a movie after the toys were successful. And like,
Did you know that the fucking reboot is...
the Netflix series?
No. What?
Oh, the
No.
reboot Bionicle toys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same...
Is it the same universe?
Different universe, but same characters.
Oh,
Like, it's...
because I knew they had the same names.
Fucking OG cast, yeah.
Yeah, because I even have a couple of them.
You got a couple of new
I do have a couple of the new ones just because I wanted to buy them and put them together.
Mm.
But they have simplified them so much
Really?
to the point where there's only a handful of pieces now,
Mm.
and it's bad. It's bad. It's Hero Factory. Basically, you just snap them together and it's done.
Oh. Yeah.
But I mean, the Bionicles got more and more complex to
Yeah.
each iteration.
Yeah.
And that was what was so cool about them, because they would have these huge monster-looking things.
Do you remember the fucking shitty-ass McDonald's toys?
Oh,
with the
yes.
Torrens?
Little discs and everything.
Yes, those things were great. It's all great. Bionicle used to be huge.
Yep,
It
up
did.
until 2009.
Did it just stop selling or something, or what was the deal?
I don't know. Nobody knows.
Because I know they went to Hero Factory, and I thought that killed it.
Yeah, that.
I was like, why would you just give up on your whole IP? For
Something kind of took it over.
Well, the story did
Ninjago. Ninja.
it wrapped?
The story did hard rap.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Wow.
like, well, they won.
Because I know
did
they
it.
went to like underwater at one point, and I think that's where I dropped off.
Oh, yeah. Underwater was right after the Pirates.
Pirates.
Pirates?
You don't like pirates.
No, those aren't pirates.
No, that's the Toa.
They're all Toas.
The Baraki
Wait.
is what you're thinking
Oh,
of.
yeah, the
Underwater.
Yeah, the
Baracos?
underwater people. They shoot like little balls.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the Paraka launchers.
Yeah, those are.
And the
that's
Baraka
where-
are the pirates.
That's where I dropped off.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's dumb. And they kind of look dumb too.
Oh, dude.
The commercials made them look really good.
Have you looked at the comics recently?
No.
It's some fucking Todd McFarlane ass,
I was gonna say, is that a-
edgy design.
Is that a trick question? No. No, I haven't. I didn't know they were still running the comics.
No, like from the old stuff.
Oh, yeah, of course. I had all those comics. They were good. They looked like organic, some of them
Mhm.
did. It was interesting.
But these are the most like '90s-esque Todd McFarlane.
They were so cool. They were made by DC
Where it came
Comics
all
as
around.
well.
Oh shit! This was DC Comics.
Yeah, and
what
they-
the fuck?
Exactly. And I had them all.
all the issues?
All of them. And what's that comic shop in our hometown? I say hometown, but home area. What is Vintage Stock?
Vintage stock, yeah.
So after I got out of Bionicle was long dead, but I still had all the comics. I was like, well, maybe I can make a quick buck off this huge collection of
No.
every single
No, you can't.
Bionicle comic. They're like, yeah, we don't want any of these. Like, what? I'll take as little as... No, yeah. you'd have to give us money to take these. I'm like, what? These are great. Come on.
Oh,
Like,
come on,
okay.
man.
Enjoy your creepy shit on your own, by yourself in your room. Please.
Yeah.
Please don't bring
Please go.
your stuff here. Oh. So, your recommendation for Bionicle, Chronicles number 2.
Uh-huh.
Beware the Bohrok? The Bohrok? The Bohrok?
It's okay.
Rock the Bohrok.
It's okay. It's a kid's book.
Do you recommend it? I need a hard yes or no.
Can't do this to me, man.
I need a hard yes or no on recommendation for Beware the Bohrok, Bionicle Chronicles number 2.
If I answer this, 6-year-old me would stab me.
C.A. Hopka wants to know what you thought of his book.
Does he?
He wants a recommendation. He wants a hard yes or no. This book was $4.99.
Yeah.
Originally.
It's scholastic, yeah.
Wow.
That's too much.
No. So.
No.
No?
No.
Oh. C.A.
Yeah.
Hopka just rolled in his grave. He's dead. He's dead.
That's
C.A.
also a
Hopka's
girl.
dead.
You insult
Is it
me.
really?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
But
Kathy Hopka.
You're making this shit
Nope.
up. Okay. Anyways. Well,
Listen.
That does it for this week's.
That was a podcast.
That was episode
Yeah.
3. I'll come up with a clever title later.
Yep.
Yeah, later.
Thanks for sticking around, though. I hope it was a good
Run?
one.
Run. Nice.
This is good, isn't it?
I hope
Good
it was a good
discussion.
one.
Fucking Christ almighty.
Oh, wow.
Have a swell 2017,
Yep.
folks.
One and all.
What?
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas.
Merry Candle Nights.
Yeah.
Nope.
Have a good one.
Take the candle out of nights.
And make the Mexicans pay for it. Have a good one!
Wow.
Wow.